Always remember.
Oh my God, I almost spit out my water. Hey, everybody. Happy
What
Monday.
happened?
Because, okay, first off, hey, everybody. Welcome back to Determined Focus, episode, what is this, 51? General Kenobi, say it back. Hello there.
Oh, yeah.
Because this guy makes my day every time he's in.
Dude, was it like two or 3 weeks ago? It was like banana bread. Last week was like.
And he did it on our episode with Lainey and Noah.
Did he actually?
In the comments on YouTube, and because I was reading the comments, I was like, "There's no way!" And he popped the big. This is my hey Zach. Never stop this bit. It's my favorite bit in the whole world.
It's so good.
Hey everybody, happy Monday! Happy Monday!
Hello, how is everybody? Thank you for being here. We have a pretty sizable crowd. Some of the regs, like the clones.
The regs. Speaking of which, the regs, the Focus members, I forgot to tell you this when you hopped on the call. I made an executive decision today, Grayson, and I did not consult you.
Okay.
I sent out a giveaway link to everybody or I've been sending out giveaway links like as of, like a half hour ago to Focus Squadron members for patches. And some people who've been here, some regs. And just some appreciation DM.
Yeah.
So if you got a DM on Instagram from the Focus Squadron account, it is not a scam. That link literally that literally is it. Gabby, it's because I was switching the link literally right before we started this, so I have to resend it to you. But other people were able to use it, so I got to do it again. See, like Macman got his sick. So
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah. There's some Focus Squadron patches going out to some people. Yeah, dude. It's really a bummer that through StreamYard I can't pull up comments that have the oh no.
I feel liberated.
Oh no. Hey, oh no, what nation? Hey man. You don't have to do that.
You don't have to do that. That's very kind of you.
He's already a member. I mean, you're more of a member than Lainey is, and she's been a member since last week. So what are you gonna do?
So true. So true.
Grayson, what's happening this week in Star Wars?
Not a ton happening in Star Wars, other than I figured we would lead with this.
Pickups.
Some pick. I put my pickups at? Oh, I've already put them on my short box. I have to go grab them. I guess you'll see me in my shorts. But at the very least, got this bad boy right here. Got Shadow of Maul issue 1. Got my variant right here. Which one did you get?
I got the
base. Yeah. Gotcha. I mean, it's a good cover. It's a good cover.
I like the A cover just because specifically it says prelude to the upcoming show on Disney Plus.
It's pretty cool. Yeah,
I did kind of like that.
They had they had one other variant that was.
Was it the face?
Was it the face?
Or was it the one where he's holding the lightsaber?
I think it was one where he's holding the lightsaber. And this one I liked better. So we'll talk a little bit about this. Was there other stuff that we're going to talk about? We're doing a bunch of Mount Rushmores.
Yeah, today. The bulk of the episode is Mount Rushmores. That's literally going to be the entirety of the episode.
Some Star Wars, some comic book. I know it says Star Wars Mount Rushmores. It's about half and half, roughly.
Yeah, there also was a new, what is it? Not Entertainment Weekly. Is it Entertainment Weekly? Whatever
with Jon Favreau.
The new article where it's like Grogu on the director's chair, and then there's Mando and Grogu together.
Yeah, I didn't see that, but is it Variety? No, it's probably. We said Entertainment Weekly. Let's see. New Mando article. We do our homework here, guys.
Yeah,
I didn't pay attention.
Yeah, I just saw the picture and I was like, "Ooh, Grogu in a chair."
When did this come out?
Last week.
Okay.
Hey, if you ever need Star Wars info,
Was it with Empire?
Empire. That's it. I knew it started with an E. It was a magazine that
Okay.
started with an E. Yeah, the Mandalorian
Yes, I've got
Grogu goes to the movies.
I've got it. It says The Mandalorian and Grogu relaunches the galaxy. Quote, we're in a completely different era of Star Wars. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because isn't that where like Dave was talking about how same thing when like Force Awakens came out, like it feels very different than when Return of the Jedi came out.
Yeah. And outside of that,
Yeah.
if you're wondering, hey, if you're somebody who's like, I don't really know what Mandalorian and Grogu is going to be about, I'll tell you what it's going to be about. It's going to be about Rod of the Hutt boxing his way through whatever planet that is, just like Michael B. Jordan and Baby Creed. Don't call me that. Baby Hutt. Don't call me
Baby
that.
Hutt.
Boom, boom. They're gonna do Rod of the Hutt edits like the Creed edit.
with the Kendrick song or whatever.
Yeah. Yes, dude.
Oh
Somebody
my god.
has to do that.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
It's like cuts to him as like a little bit like a baby from Clone Wars, and then like him doing like
Stinky.
That'd be insane.
Yeah.
Yes, but I believe this one was done with Dave and also with John. Yeah. John's a little bit of it as well. I think the full issue comes out March 12th. So with a little bit. But yeah, oh yes, it is the cover. Yeah, they're in the director's chair.
Yeah.
Stand By Me cast and crew look back. I was about to say, are we getting a new Stand By Me? But never mind. They're looking back.
Stand By Me, Too Fast, Too Furious.
You want to just talk about this real quick before we get into Mall and then some Mount Rushmores?
Yeah. And then we should do pickups before we do Mount Rushmores.
Oh,
I will say to build hype, just because this technically is the Mount Rushmore marathon episode.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa!
Oh my! And it's four Loms.
It's the four Loms.
For Lomument. That is unhinged. Was that like your backup thumbnail?
No, I was like, should I make this I was like, what should I do for a graphic? And then I was like, well, what do I think of when I think of Mount Rushmore? And I was like, I think of postcards. Oh my God, all the lobs. So yes, there is a postcard. I'll throw it up one more time. We'll throw it up later.
Amazing.
But, yeah.
This is where we're living here.
Yep. The Mount Rushmore National
The second coming of crust. I'm not going to say any more other than that. Or actually, you could say trust, I guess, because it's CH. Show rust. No, I'm not. We're not accepting that correction, Cameroni. That is the second coming of crust.
That killed me.
I've never seen Will laugh harder.
Was, dude. That's so tough.
Oh my God.
So awesome. That's the best thing I've ever heard, dude.
You know what they say? Four Loms come back when crust does. Yeah. So
it's like the four horsemen of apocalypse. The four Loms.
The four Loms of crust. This is so stupid.
Oh, it's so dumb. All right,
you
talk about Star Wars, huh?
Yeah. You want to pull up this article, or do you want to just talk about it?
Okay. Can you put the link in the chat? Or are you gonna pull it up?
I mean, I can share the screen if you want me to.
Jamie, pull it up.
So stupid. All right.
That's why there's four Loms to put on the side of the damn mountain.
We got it pulled up. Yeah, we got it pulled up.
A crust of Loms like a gaggle of geese, a murder of crow.
Four Loms make one crust.
He's literally 2 for 2 on four Loms and then crust. So he's just going to keep adding.
He's making definitive lore for Determined Focus.
Yeah. Man. It's like, and then Jake with Gaints, like that's just
Yeah.
fantastic.
Bark. Sorry, Luke is out in the chat. You back from Japan, buddy? You get your Shadow Mall comic. We're talking about it soon.
Baby
talking about Mando and Grogu. So this article was done just 4 days ago by Empire. I'm gonna skim through this. 70 years since Star Wars on the big screen with Episode 9 into the saga, but a bunch of stuff's come out since then. Now the pair are charged with coming back to cinemas with The Mandalorian and Grogu. It is, says Lucasfilm co-CEO Dave Filoni, a different prospect to the last time the saga made a culture-shaking big screen comeback. Episode 7 was a completely different entity. I had dreams of Episode 7 ever since Return of the Jedi, and you were like, after 6 comes 7. Where's 7? We're in a completely different era of Star Wars now. The Mandalorian and Grogu doesn't carry the burden of introducing a new trilogy or establishing a group of unknown heroes. It is instead, Filoni says, a big celebration of its title pair. So, where were Bounty Hunter, Din Djarin, and Grogu when we left them? Blah, 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 season 3 finale. Pedro says, it only felt like the ending of a particular chapter, tells Empire. The same finale saw Mando agree to take missions at a Delphi base for the New Republic. They opened the opportunity for him to continue his best work as a bounty hunter, but just working for the good guys, combining skill and morality. Whereas when we meet him first, it's simply skill and Beskar and I was about to say Creed again, and the Mandalorian Creed. Through his relationship to Grogu, there's an expansion of his heart and disarming of his armor, so to speak, that leads him to fight for what he knows is right. It's that sense of heart that Filoni and Favreau hope to translate. Yes, the action will be bigger for cinemas. There'll be more practical sets, puppetry galore, stop motion, courtesy of Phil Tippett's studio.
Let's go.
Center is the duo. Filoni says, "What can't you do now?" Noting that the spectacle only goes so far. It's a question of, is the audience going to believe it? Are they going to feel it? That comes through the characters. If the characters are connecting, then the adventure plays, the action plays, the tension plays. The next adventure begins. Mando and Grogu are back. Star Wars enters a new era. Fire up the Razor Crest. And the full article, or the full issue, doesn't make any sense. In the May 2026 issue, on sale March 12th, has typo, right?
I don't know.
Typo. We got a typo right now. Oh no, it does say May 2026. So the May issue comes out in March. Not confusing, ladies and gentlemen. Where's the article about this whole Creed thing with Jon Favreau? Somewhere else?
I couldn't tell you if it's this article, but just for the sake of your Wi-Fi, we need to remove this because I think it's draining you.
That's probably valid.
Okay, because we were reading the article, and then for like a second, it was just like nothing. And then May 2026.
Oh, my bad, guys. My bad.
It's all good. I don't remember where the Jon Favreau thing is from. They've been doing a ton of press recently, and I know since Kathleen Kennedy has stepped down, she is still like in interviews and stuff. And I sent you that thing today where they asked her about the Mandalorian and Grogu, which, I mean, the Mandalorian and Grogu was greenlit by her and produced. Well, she was head of Lucasfilm as this movie was basically fully in production.
Yeah.
So it's still technically a Kathleen Kennedy production, I would assume.
Mm-hmm.
Or I would still consider it that. She was in an interview and they asked her about Grogu, and she referred to Grogu in this movie as, I don't want to butcher the statement, but it was about whether or not Grogu is going to speak.
Oh, yeah.
Movie. And it says, Grogu is another perfect example of a character that has to emote and you have to feel connected to. And he never speaks a word. Fans will love Grogu on the big screen, and he never says a word. She said it twice.
Either she's deflecting, or this guy ain't talking anytime soon.
Yeah, either she's pulling an Andrew Garfield, and he's going to speak the entire movie, or he actually doesn't say a word. And I think at this point, I guess, like, truthfully, I'm not one who like really cares if Grogu speaks at this point, just because like, unless they jump like a very long time in the future, it doesn't really matter. But like right now, just based on his age and based on it being Mandalorian 1, 2, and 3 for those seasons,
Yeah.
I think it makes sense that he doesn't speak unless that he like, I don't know. I don't even know what he would say because it has so much pressure on it.
Yeah.
Right. That I'm like, do they do it in this movie?
I could see him saying at least one word, like a Groot thing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I could see that being fine, but like, it
We
definitely is
are
not going to be.
Grogu.
Yeah. Well, it's like, you know, they did like the We Are thing in Guardians 1.
Yeah.
But then in Guardians 3, we straight up hear him say, I love you guys, which is obviously us as the audience being like, we can finally understand what he's saying, right?
Yeah, he doesn't
Which is like, yeah, he's not actually saying it, but that's like Star-Lord and all of them can hear what he's saying now. So,
yeah.
But obviously that's different because Groot is more so like it's a different language sort of thing. Like he's just
Right.
saying with all these different inflections. But I could see Grogu saying like, I could see him saying like yes or no, you know? Like if he were to be like, okay, say like Mando, like, you know, they're going to get split off, right? And then reunite at the end. Because we know that like Grogu's kind of get his own little, they're going to be together and there's going to be a point where they split off, right? That's like almost a no-brainer at this point. I could totally see him be like, you know, something like almost kind of like a, like Vader saying no in Return of the Jedi of like, no. I can see like Grogu being like, you know, something happening and him being just hearing like just him just say in a younger voice, just no, like something like that, right? I think
basic.
He's hanging out with people who speak basic.
I guess
he's pretty much only exclusively hung out with people who speak basic, and
know.
also like we've never heard Yoda or Yaddle speak in anything but basic. We've never heard them speak like Huttese or, you know, anything like that. Is my Wi-Fi bad again?
It's a little choppy, but it's better than it was while you were reading the article.
Thanks. Let me you keep talking. I'll let me figure this out real quick.
All right. Yeah. Hey, let's make a poll in the chat. Why don't we do that? Because hey, we're podcasters. How do I do this? Let's do a poll. Will Grogu speak in Mando or let me just do Mando movie. Yes. No. Add option. Okay. There is now a poll in the chat on YouTube. Hey, Wesley, appreciate you being here. Also, Justin, no worries. Appreciate you being here. Grayson's hyperdrive is also malfunctioning at the moment. Unboxing. Who might vote? So right now it's I don't know how many votes there are. 10 votes. 70% for yes, Grogu will speak. 10% says no, Grogu won't speak. And 20% says crust.
You made crust an option?
Yep. No, crust is at 18%.
Wait, I voted for yes before I saw crust. I'd like to change my answer.
Okay. I'm going to open this.
Okay, beautiful. Also, go check out Dirt Design. He does awesome stuff. They do amazing stuff, especially if you're like a local, like to Texas, like Houston. They got a bunch of like Houston stuff. Oh yeah, buddy. Oops, my bad, bro. That is, guys. It glows in the dark, by the way.
Yeah, dude. Let me open this up all the way.
I want to see it. I want to see it.
Hey, are you good? Can I put you back on screen?
I think. I mean, I don't know. I moved my computer a little bit. We'll see. There's nothing really I can do like other than resetting my Wi-Fi. So
okay.
I just figured you'd have the full screen while you unbox it. But
I mean, you look fine now.
Okay. All right. Such a sick shirt, dude. It's what
smells like a shirt. Okay.
Actually, I'll let you see it first.
Wait.
Oh yeah, buddy. Dude, that green is iridescent.
Dude, that's sick.
Why is Bryant saying, I don't know anything?
because he definitely knows
Knows about what?
whether Grogu's gonna talk in the movie.
Okay.
Because very much like cast members, Bryant is friends with people who worked on Mandalorian and Grogu.
He's friends with Mandalorian and Grogu.
Bryant is actually Grogu at Walt Disney World.
He's friends with the person who portrays Dave Filoni.
Dude, that's original art too.
Dude, it's awesome. I mean, this is obviously a scene that we talk about a lot.
Yeah.
And so it's like when he DM'd me that he was working on that, I was like, brother, any interpretation of this scene, I love. And that's like so the fact that he's got like the Return of the Jedi like flat out, as well. Like he's just about to go to like it's like he built it at the hut and then he went to Jabba's and he's like, let me just make sure this works just to be sure. Let me just tune up with the Force real quick. Let me take this thing apart, put it back together. Bleep, bloop, blop. I'm going to mess him up. Sick.
Now, if I can give a counter theory for this, it is a black cloak.
Oh,
Him
so you think
in
this
Return of the Jedi is brown, so I think it's after where he's assembling and fixing.
But it could be just because of the it's only green light.
I guess
it's like that. I mean, the cave's not strictly black. It's all interpretive. Limbo Nerd, thank you for being here. This is from Durf Designs. All right.
Yeah, go follow
DRF. I've got a couple, or I've got the Vader shirt that they so graciously sent as well, which is sick if you like comic book Vader stuff. Which
we appreciate you, dude. We appreciate you.
Here you go. Yeah, Durf Designs, sick stuff. Not just Star Wars as well, comic book stuff too. So that was the vibes he was going for. So
appreciate you, dude.
We nerds. Speaking of comic books, pickups.
Yeah.
We do pickups, then we can talk about Maul.
Yeah. Should I just go quick since I already made this a reel?
Sure, dude. I'm so hyped about those Marvel team ups, bro. That's like I saw some more in my store today, but I was like, they didn't have either of those, and I was so glad.
Dude, the McFarlane cover is sold out everywhere.
It's peak, dude.
DCKO issue 5 ended last week. This was the coolest Marvel or DC event in literally the last 30 years. Seriously, like I can't think of a cooler outside of like maybe Deceased.
Deceased was kind of cool,
but like tie-in event. This is insanely cool. So DCKO, as well as Batman issue 7 came out last week.
Bro, why is that guy Joker in a vat? Let that guy die. All right, let's.
He's back, baby. The Joker doesn't die, dude. There's 3 of them.
Yes.
And then these are Grayson's. True. The Bagley and the McFarlane covers.
Oh yeah, buddy.
The Marvel team up.
McFarlane can't stop doing the ASM 300 cover.
Literally.
But it's so good though. Like it really is so good.
Hi Todd. Which
is that what it said?
Yeah, well, it says hi Todd because his last issue of Spider-Man, when he quit Marvel, he put Spidey having the thought bubble that said "Bye Todd" on it.
Oh, really?
As like a nod to be like, no, I'm done with Marvel. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, and then the I guess the big thing from last week, Maul Shadow Lord, or Shadow of Maul.
Shadow of Maul.
The Maul Shadow Lord tie-in cover, tie-in issue that's coming out. This is a series. I don't remember how many issues there are. There are 5.
It's got to be 5. Four or 5, right?
Yeah.
Let me double check just to make sure.
Yeah,
but I imagine
it's 5.
Which I'm very excited about. We will talk about it here in a second after I show my haul. Here.
We're doing a Maul.
Oh my goodness!
I really hope it's Clone Wars or Rebels Maul. Phantom Menace Maul cool, but I really hope it's Clone Wars or
maybe even 5-issue comic series by Benjamin Percy and Matabik Musabekov. Which, by the way, the art is fantastic.
Really good.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it in a second. So, my haul. I kind of almost went crazy this week. I decided my girlfriend humbled me a little bit, and she was like, I think you should be able to. She wasn't stopping me. She was like, you should. She was like, if you got all this stuff, I would not blame you. But I was like, I probably should save some money, because I kind of spent a lot of money at some other places. So I was like, we're doing like a $50 limit at the comic book shop. Okay.
Yeah.
So to make you very happy, not you very happy, because I'm itching. I'm itching, dude. So a bunch of the reprints came out for Absolute Batman.
Let's
So
go.
we got that. We got issue 1. I decided to pick up the 2 issues that I had already read just because I loved them so much. So we got issue 2.
Dude, that cover
Him
is
fighting.
gas.
It's so good. It's so good.
Assassin Alfred.
Dude, Alfred is sick in this book, man. It's
Yeah.
awesome. And then I was foaming at the mouth that they did have the foil version of this too, and I decided not to get it because I just wanted the original. This is the second printing, but yeah, it's our podcast. We like Batman here.
Happy after International Women's Day, everybody.
So shout out not just the
Go
men,
high five a
but the
woman.
women, specifically the women.
Yeah, go high five a woman.
Anyway, I got Absolute Batman annual reprint as well, which I am which I was they had the foil of it, dude, the shiny, and I was like, but it was like $9, and I was
I have the foil, the regular, and the other Daniel Warren Johnson cover where he's got the flamethrower.
Oh yeah, dude, yeah, it's so good. So got some Absolute Batman, which I was very happy. My goal is by the end of this week to have caught up. So that's my goal. I'm also going on vacation next week, so if I don't catch up, my plan is I'm reading Spider-Man War. Finish that. Finish Absolute Batman by the end of this week.
You're just reading the 5-issue one, right?
What do you mean?
Like what? It's only like 6.
Yeah,
issues, right?
I'm on issue 2 or 3 right now,
Yeah.
and then it has like some like webcomic stuff, so nothing long. It's pretty easy to fly through. I just haven't had a lot of time, so I have today off, I have tomorrow off, and I have most of Wednesday off.
Yeah,
which is sick.
Love it.
So it'll be my gym session and comic book stuff.
Let's go.
And then catch up on Absolute Batman, and then I'm catching up on Absolute Superman. So I will be going back to the shop this weekend to get the second volume of Absolute Superman and the additional issues that come after that, because I think Absolute Superman is also on 16 or 17, maybe a little bit behind.
Next issue is 18.
Okay, gotcha. So my plan is to get.
Issue was the Absolute Black Adam.
Dude, what?
Yep.
Sick. That's sick. I saw him fighting Parasite, and he like
really cool.
Dude, go.
Absolute Hawkman looked sick too.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Also, you're seeing all the whole Absolute Green Arrow stuff as well with like the blade, the machete. It's insane.
I'm
insane.
Interested. I'm interested.
Yeah. They really baited and switched there. But the other thing before I got my Shadow of Maul variant is and I'm tempted to take this guy out of the box. You've already seen this as well, but I got got the new Marvel Legends Spider-Man 2099. This is one of the best Marvel Legends they have done in a long time. Like the reviews for this figure have been incredible. It comes with toe joints, man. Look. It's got toe joints on a Marvel Legends.
Bro,
double bicep crunch, double knee joints. We've got boot cut and thigh cut. Do we have butterfly joints on here? Yes, we have butterfly joints. Look at his veins on his biceps, bro.
Bro has
toes. He does have toes. He's got the dogs out. He's got the crawling hands and the claw hands as well.
Spider-Man toe 1E99.
But this is my favorite card back, dude. The 90s hardback is so good.
Can't beat it.
So I picked this up because I don't have a 2099 figure. And then, of course, let's get into it. Shadow Maul. This was the variant cover that I got. I love this cover. I saw that. It was like, yep, there we go. That's all I need. So I will be collecting every issue.
We will be talking about what happens in the issue. So if you do not want it spoiled, I apologize. But we'll probably be talking about this for the next 10 minutes. So if you don't want it spoiled, we're talking about what happens in Maul Shadow Lord or Shadow of Maul issue 1.
The prequel to Maul Shadow Lord.
Oh my gosh, I was threw up. Truthfully, what you can read it if you don't want spoilers, and you can pause or hop out and then hop back in if you don't want spoilers. There's not a lot of spoilery stuff that happens in this issue.
It's a lot of setup.
Yes.
And Maul, very minimal. Very minimal Maul inclusion.
Very minimal Maul.
That being said, this issue's banging, dude.
It was really good.
I'm excited.
I'm excited.
So here's the thing. I love when these shows introduce new original characters that are really good. So a confusing title with regards to
mechanized. You're right.
Shadow of Maul, Shadow Lord,
Yeah.
Hunter, Son of Dathomir. No, anyway, so
Hunter, Wrecker, Tech, Omega.
So yes, Clone Wars, Rex, Fives, yeah.
Just Star Wars buzzwords: lightsaber, blaster.
Mando, Grogu, Andor,
Mandu,
Kylo
Grogu.
Ren, Rise, Shadow,
Crust.
Paul, Legacy, Legends.
Oh, I should probably end this poll. We have 17 votes in here. 53% of people say yes, 29% of people say no, and 18% of people say crust for will Grogu speak in the Mando movie. So
can't be crust, dude.
Can't beat crust.
Can't beat crust.
So man, crust was in a hot third.
Will crust. Oh my boy. God! It just keeps getting better. So Shadow Maul prequel prelude to Maul Shadow Lord. The main thing is that this book is at least starting off is focusing heavily on one of the main characters of the show, a character that I'm already just obsessed with. This character I really think is so sick. Captain Brander Lawson of the Janix police force, with his companion droid, Two Boots, a security droid. So I don't know if anybody's ever watched True Detective. This book starts off a lot like the first season of True Detective, where it is going back and forth between the modern day of Brander Lawson being interrogated by someone kind of trying to figure out these puzzle pieces of what's going on with this investigation that Brander is doing. And Brander is an ex-bounty hunter, which I think is sick. Like the fact that he was a bounty hunter and then became a captain of a police force, which he's not the chief, he's just a captain. But he's under a little bit better, a little bit more stricter jurisdiction, if that makes sense. But it's extremely Blade Runner, extremely True Detective. And as someone who I love both that show and that movie, specifically 2049, like Janix is such a cool world. I love that it's another kind of underworld city. Like I love when they introduce like smaller worlds like that. There's this deeper crime syndicate going on about like what's happening in the underworld, and Brander being kind of obsessed to take it down. Another really good likening is the movie Prisoners, with Jake Gyllenhaal and Hugh Jackman, a Denis Villeneuve movie as well. Where like I love the idea of like and True Detective is this way as well with Matthew McConaughey's character with Russ Cole, that Russ Cole and Detective Loki are both characters in those respective properties that are like obsessed with taking down a target, and they're kind of like the obsession kind of drives them to the point of like doing things that are outside of the box. They're like not the typical police force guy. I'm a big Commissioner Gordon guy. All right. I'm a big Gordon. Brander Lawson reminds me is a little bit more of a morally gray Commissioner Gordon, in my opinion.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Not even Commissioner Gordon, but just Gordon, like Batman Year One, pre-Commissioner, like kind of starting, right? Like, because like let's say we talked about it last week, like when Gordon is like kind of going a little sideways to try to get some object, like when he, of course, because there's corruption happening. Lawson's doing the same thing. He's like, listen, there's corruption in this police force. Stay out of my way. I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to take down these operatives that are working behind the scenes. So it's a lot of setup of him doing that. But this character is sick. Two Boots is sick. I love, like, if these are going to be like an antagonistic force against Maul, such a different type of antagonist, right? It's not a Palpatine. It's not a Vader. It's not a Jedi, right? It's a hard-boiled detective cop duo. And obviously Maul will somehow fit into this criminal syndicate world. Love the setup here. I was like, oh my, this show comes out in like a month, dude. And I was like, these issues, I was like, I was like, I'm foaming at the mouth right now, dude.
I can't wait.
So
it's interesting that this will be going on while the show is coming out. Very interesting to me.
Is that true? Won't the last issue come out like? Oh wait, no. Is it once a month?
I don't think it's weekly.
I
assumed
on
it was
sale
a monthly release.
3, 4.
Yeah, then wait, hold on. It says issue 4 is April 8th, or issue 2 is April 8th.
Oh wow, so it is going on as the show's happening.
Yeah,
That's so interesting.
yeah. Hey,
Is
Hannah.
is Two Boots being
Happy
voiced
birthday
by?
to. Hold on, it's Hannah's horse's birthday, and I'm trying to remember what the horse's name is.
I love my horsey, and my horsey love me.
Is it Joey? Her horse is 17 today. I don't know. I just saw it right before we got
17 again. Your horse's name is Zac Efron.
Yep, her horse turned into Chandler Bing from Friends. Okay, what were you saying? Sorry.
So what'd you think about the issue though? Like, are you?
I really liked it. Look, I initially when I heard this was coming out, I was like, are we really going to get a lot of Maul in this? Because it seems like they would want people to know more about the characters outside of Maul, obviously being the one we know most about. Everybody else in this show, other than Rook Cast, is a character we already know of. And like Marok and the
11th brother,
what's
Crow.
his code name again? The Crow. Yeah. Like I am excited. This issue surprised me with how much I enjoyed it. I
was honestly glad that like Maul wasn't in it a lot. I thought that was cool.
Do you know what this reminded me of a lot?
What?
A cop or a bounty hunter-esque character who doesn't play by the rules, who is teamed up with a droid, who he doesn't really want the droid's help, and then at the end of the whatever it was episode comic finds a alien species that looks or is another very famous character in Star Wars. Mandalorian episode 1. Mando is very Lawson-like. He does not play by the rules. He also doesn't he likes Two Boots, but he's not like, it's more like a IG 11 situation where he had known Two Boots from before. It wasn't like he just meeting him for the first time. So he calls on Two Boots for help, but he's like, no, I really want to do it myself. Big, tall droid guy who helps out.
Yeah.
And then at the end, there's the reveal of Grogu and Mando episode 1. And at the end of this, the reveal of Maul.
But like, Maul is kind of a separate plot point at this point, right? He's just kind of more like, oh, and Maul is now about to be part of the story as well.
Yeah. As I was looking, I was like, formula-wise, I was like, this could also, I was like, this is very, I had just watched the Mandalorian episode 1, like the season 1, episode 1. And I was like,
great episode.
So good. Those first 3 episodes are like, wow. The whole first season is like,
but those first 3 are kind of like a big like kind of set piece, and then like after that you're getting a little bit more adventure of the week, like, and before you're back on Navarro. Yeah.
So I'm very excited for the next issue, which comes out on April 8th. Originally seeing the trailer, I was like, I don't know if I'll like this Lawson guy. He might just be a kind of just somebody who Maul is like uses and then kills. But I like that and that very well also could still happen. But I like that we're getting so much backstory in this. I'm interested to see if this next issue continues with Lawson or if there's going to be other characters introduced.
Be cool if every issue was a different character.
Yeah, kind of like what they're doing with the Rogue One stuff that's coming out in a little bit.
Yeah, or it's like the next one focuses maybe on like Maul is in it, but it's focusing more because he's got like a couple, he's got this crew of cops as well, or you know, police that he's working with, and like one was so it was, spoilers again, one of the cops is actually a mole, and they and Lawson does this whole operation, this fake out operation, very Dark Knight coded, by the way,
which like. I love how Star Wars is sometimes like so on the nose with visual storytelling. The guy who is the mole, who is guilty, literally is picked out by Lawson as guilty because he has a red hand. He is literally caught red-handed.
Red-handed, yeah. Oh, okay. So they see that he has the red hand in the bar earlier on, and then he's like, he's like, okay.
These are the 3 guys. It's
Hendrix, was it Jojo or something?
Jam. and the other guy is Fraxmore. How about that for a
Yeah.
Star Wars name?
What a name.
Yeah.
New Glupshido has entered the arena.
Yeah.
Uh,
Let's play the Guess That Globeshido game. I'm Fraxmore from issue 1 of Shadow.
Oh my god. Yeah. No, John, it feels so noir and I love it. Absolutely.
It's really cool. Like, this is literally the first 2 pages of the book. Like,
it's sick, dude. In the police room, like those first, like the first, like him coming into the chair, I was like, this is awesome.
It's really cool.
And
also,
he's got the Gordon holsters, bro. Yep. Like, come on, you know.
He's got the mustache, he's got the white in his hair. Like the him being like, I'm not telling you a Griffin thing until I get some calf. And then he's like, I'm missing my son's shock ball match, but I'm here, aren't I?
Yeah.
Like, we're so Star Wars right now, dude. It's awesome.
I love it. Yeah, it's so sick. But I love the noir. Like that's some of my favorite stuff in Star Wars is when it gets seedy underworld but mixed with the Star Wars camp. You can't beat. And like again, I'm reading Spider-Man Noir right now. Very similar. Very similar. Because I mean, a very noir-esque, right? With like criminal syndicates and chains of power and corruption, and I'm a sucker for that.
Question for you then: reading this issue. We see what. Okay, spoiler alerts. Just basically for the issue. Did you already explain the issue, like in total?
Pretty much. I mean, I'd like talked about kind of what happens. Not necessarily like every plot beat, but
you talked about how it ends with Maul showing up at the end.
Yeah, Maul shows up at the end. He's about to show up to Janix, basically.
Yeah. And then Lawson has to go out after Fraxmore, who's the one guy who like got away. So that's what it looks like is going to be kind of the idea for the next issue. This is the cover of the next issue.
I didn't even see that, dude.
Yeah. It's Lawson down there, one of the syndicate heads who is in the trailer.
He's in the show, yeah.
And then we got Maul with a bunch of explosions in the back. Doesn't give away too much for what's going on in the issue. I think the only thing I can say about my expectations for this so far is if like I had to guess, I really like Lawson.
Yeah.
I don't want this to just be a 5-issue Lawson backstory.
Sure.
I want to know more than just him. And I mean, it is called Shadow of Maul. I understand he's supposed to be a shadowy figure in the back, and he's supposed to be pulling strings from behind and making his play and not really in the forefront. However, you can do that with Batman in a Batman book. Like, I think you can do that in a Maul book. Yeah. So, like, I just want a little bit more Maul, hopefully.
I still hope, personally, Lawson is the centerfold or the center point, but I would love if Maul is the kind of thing that he's chasing, right? Like, as soon as Maul's going to be in this picture, like, I imagine with Fraxmore, like, Maul's going to get on Janix, he's going to be immediately what's up, and he's going to go after Fraxmore, and then Lawson's going to show up and be like, what happened to him? You know, like, and that's going to set this whole thing of, like, Maul has then inserted himself into the picture, and then it kind of gets the snowball effect rolling for Shadow Lord. But yeah, I think it's going to definitely be fixated a little bit more on Lawson and Maul, and then obviously the show is going to be a lot more Maul with him with was Devin Azara and Rook Cast and everything. I imagine Rook Cast will show up in this book sometime.
Oh, absolutely. So my question is, before we hop into the Mount Rushmore stuff, from this first issue, what do you have any theories or predictions that are now set in motion or additional to what you were originally planning or thinking about for Maul Shadow Lord, the series? You got any like, oh, that's cool, I think that'll necessarily change this, or is there any speculation you have for the series now with this new information? Because literally outside of the 2 trailers we got and this, and then some like PR articles, we literally know nothing about what's going to go on in the show. Like, this is the most info we have about insight to that show.
I don't think there's anything specifically that I have like predictions about. I definitely think it makes me be like, oh, Lawson probably will have a little bit more of a significant role in the show, which I'm excited about. And I mean, I think also whatever happens in this book might be the transpiring events of like what gets the Empire involved. Like, we also don't know, like, I think Lawson does, but he's not a fan of the Empire, right? Like, Lawson's kind of like,
no, it doesn't seem like it, because a lot of the time when they're speaking about the Empire, he's like, "Oh, we don't want the Empire involved, do we?" He's like, "No, of
Yeah.
course not."
Yeah,
That
no,
kind of
no, no,
thing.
no. They're like not right. Also, John makes a good one right here. He says like, "I'm expecting a you're off the case, Lawson. You're too close to it." Also, other stereotypes like rainy dark alley and interrogation between Maul and Lawson. I can see that. I could definitely see that.
There's that frame in the trailer where Maul is a hologram, and it looks like Lawson is off duty.
Oh, so you
Do you
think they might
remember that?
team up?
So I'm thinking he might end up working with Maul. Like he might
That'd
end
be
up becoming
sick.
a soul for Maul.
That's what I was saying. Is I'm like again. I think this is a little bit more like Lawson seems like he doesn't seem like he's a good guy necessarily. He seems like he's a guy who needs to get stuff done, and maybe Maul is the better person to be at play when it because I get a big theme with stuff like this is like that corruption can kind of strike anybody. Again, we're pulling a lot of Batman Dark Knight stuff because Batman is very Noir-esque, but like feels very Dark Knight coded. Where like maybe Lawson is a little bit more of a Harvey Dent and slowly becomes a little bit more corrupted because he's like Maul is a necessary evil. If we don't have him, it's going to be the other guy or it's going to be the Empire. And I don't want those other guys and I don't want the Empire. So I'd rather team up with him to not only kind of get what I want, but also because it is what might be best for Janix at this point, you know?
Yeah, agreed.
I don't know. I'm so intrigued though. Like truly, I'm like, God, this show comes out so soon. I cannot wait. This issue just reawaken that because I've been kind of dialing back a little bit on Star Wars stuff just in terms of just because like we haven't had a lot since Andor, and I'm like I'm gonna get back to my comic book roots. We've been doing a lot of comic book stuff, but after reading this, I'm like, we are so back.
Yeah, I cannot wait to be in full swing for Star Wars stuff once Maul Shadow Lord is out and like
Shadow Lord, Mando, and Grogu. I think we're getting a Tales show. That's just me, you know.
I was actually talking about this with Colin today. Colin, shout out to Colin. What's his Blue Harvest? Is his username?
Yes, Blue Harvest. Yeah.
Colin, who is host for, he does stuff for the VCN
Life at Light Speed podcast.
Correct. Gave me a call today while he was driving, and we were talking about it. And he was like, "I think we're going to get a Tales show," and he thought it was going to be for May 4th this year. I am hesitant to believe that it would be for May 4th because if the show does not do well or hit, I feel like an animated series on May 4th could only hurt Mando and Grogu that close to Mando and Grogu rather than help it. Like they would have to be almost like 100% convinced it would benefit Mandalorian and Grogu for benefit the hype, right? Rather than it be.
You don't think we get like an animated Mando thing of him when he's young?
Oh, you think it would be Tales, but it would be Mandalorian based?
Like Tales of the Mandalorian, and we get like young Django, young Mando.
Whoa, okay. See, I was racking my brain today. What would be the thing that builds that hype? A Tales of the Mandalorians or Tales of Mandalore show?
Sure, yeah, and you could expand on that.
Dude.
Or my take would be you do Tar Vizsla and then you do Mando.
You cooked, dude. That is such a good point.
Because I've always thought like it's kind of a John Wick thing where I'm like, we only see Mando get to be just him for a fraction of the time he's in his own show. He has decades. Like if he was a kid in the Clone Wars, he has a full like 20 years plus of him doing Mandalorian stuff without Grogu. Ton of untold animated, and you get like a either Pedro doing a younger man version, or you get someone like a young actor to be like a 18-year-old Din Djarin, you know?
That is such a good point. However, Limitless Nerd does make a good point here. I don't think we'll get the finale of Maul in a new show on the same.
But they did that with Bad Batch.
Oh, whoa.
They did that with Bad Batch season 3. That's why I think they're going to do it. We haven't gone a year without having Tales for the past 2 years.
That's true. That's very true. Yeah, dude, that's such a good point that if I was like, okay, if I had to think of what show would hit to help Mando and Grogu, that movie that comes out at the end of May, for a May 4th release to strictly and like 100% build up hype. If it's like a banger, which most of the Tales stuff is like all slaps, dude. Obviously the art is amazing. The animation team at Lucasfilm is phenomenal. But like a Tales of Mandalore show with Tar Vizsla and like Django, and then maybe one of the episodes is like
Sure.
a young Din or something
I
like that,
get,
and it's just a second. That is
I'm saying,
such
well,
a good point.
with it, Wes, with this, I know it technically wasn't on May 4th, but the fact that it was like Bad Batch ended and then like a couple days later we got Tales is in my mind like the same thing of like I could like it was so close together that I'm like it doesn't 3 days is not going to affect the animation production department. I personally think I'm like maybe that's why they waited so long for Maul to come out. As they were taking some time to cook, and also they've been working on this other thing. So you get Maul all condensed, and then also 6 episodes of a Tales of Mandalore sort of thing, right?
Woo! Justin, speaking my language, dude. You have no idea how often
I also thought that. I was like, if you did like if it was Boba, we still have plenty of Boba stuff to get, If we got Cad Bane last year with his stuff, would be sick if they extended that. Yeah, dude. But I mean, obviously, I'm itching for Tar Vizsla. Like 3 episodes about like this, like a new character, would be sick.
Okay, so quickly predictions for what you think a Tales of Mandalore show would be. What are the 2 arcs? What are the 2 character arcs?
Okay, if it's not Mando, like Din Djarin, right? It would, in my mind, it would be Boba, and it would be younger Boba, because there's a lot of untold stories there. So either Mando or Boba or Tar Vizsla. I could see them doing a Bo-Katan thing, but I think because we've gotten a lot of Bo-Katan lately, and she's not in anything like when we got Tales of the Empire was like very shortly after Ahsoka when we got the backstory of Morgan Elsbeth stuff, right?
Right.
I don't think really getting a Bo-Katan would be very random, but I can see Boba not feeling as random because again he's kind of like the most famous thing, and yeah, I also think Django is a solid pick to get like a Django Boba story, kind of like what they did with Dooku, where it was like young Dooku and Qui-Gon, and then like where it's like there's little sprinkles here and there. I could see them doing like a young Django and Boba now passing the torch sort of thing, but some of this, like, because that's kind of how they did with Cad Bane, where he was like really young, like teenager, and then like actual like pretty much Cad Bane at that point. The kind of 3-act story.
Would they be so crazy to do an episode where it's like maybe it's not like the Tales formula where it's like 2 separate characters? If they did like just a bunch of like Mandalorian-esque stories, and one of those stories is like how Revan got his mask.
Oh, I mean, come on, dude. Everybody would eat that up, Like, oh, you're thinking like, okay. I've always said this. In canon, there is no way that Revan and Tar Vizsla did not fight. There's no way that did not happen.
Whoa, okay.
And,
I like that.
And because Revan got his mask from Mandalorian inspiration, it would be very cool if Revan did it as a mockery to Mandalorian culture. To be like, I beat Tar Vizsla, and now I am like, I have beat the Mandalorians, right? Because I've always said that the Mandalorian Wars and the whole Old Republic stuff has to happen simultaneously. If the Darksaber is this whole Old Republic mythological weapon, it would be extremely interesting to have this Mandalorian Jedi be thrown into the conflict and Revan be involved during the Mandalorian Wars. To have like these 2 powerhouses of characters that have so much weight riding on them.
So would Revan be maskless during that time?
I think he could be maskless at some point. And then when he takes charge of the Mandalorian Wars, or when he beats Tar Vizsla, that's where he's like, dude, what if Revan's mask was Tar Vizsla's mask? And he takes it from him.
Here's what I'm saying. What if it's Tar Vizsla and Revan are like homies, friends, whatever you want to call it, and Tar Vizsla gives Revan a mask as like, thank you for coming to visit Mandalore. Here is a mask. And then the whole Jedi Mandalorian Wars happen, and Revan's wearing that mask, and then they fight, and it's like, I gifted you that mask. I want my mask back. That's not yours. He's
yeah.
like, I've
or
made
you're
this
like you're
mask my
using it
own.
for the wrong reasons, right?
Yeah. Like I've made this mask my own, and then they fight. So like it starts out with like Tarvisla gifting him that mask, and it sets up them being like
I
friends or even like brother-esque. And then there's that betrayal of like two brothers on different sides of the war sort of deal.
I've always said that it would be cool as well with the Darksaber if Revan beat Vizsla or something happened and Revan took the Darksaber, and then whatever Jedi beats Revan, and then it gets locked up in the temple, and that's what happens to
like
it.
somebody beats Revan, and then that's how the Darksaber.
Yeah, because I think it'd be. I mean, people would if Revan had the Darksaber, dude, like one red and one Darksaber, or like a purple and a Darksaber sort of thing. People would lose their minds.
Yeah, people would blow up.
Yeah, and also it would create this whole division of like the Mandalorians losing their identity and being like, oh, well, like we had this Mandalorian Jedi and it was taken from us. Very much like, do you remember like in Black Panther when Killmonger was like in the museum with Claw and he's like trying to get this up of it being like they took our culture, right?
Yes.
Like the Jedi are our mortal enemies. There was a Mandalorian Jedi. It belongs to us, right? Because I think the Mandalorians.
Like, that's Wakandan. And they're like,
exactly.
Wakanda?
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like that's Mandalorian, and the Jedi are like, no, that's ours because it's the Mandalorian Jedi.
Yeah, it's like lightsabers are the weapon of a Jedi. It's like not that one.
There's a lot of different puzzle pieces. I also thought it would have been cool if Revan was the one, instead of Revan fighting Tar Vizsla, Revan defeats Mandalore the Ultimate. This was always my other theory. All right. Mandalorian Wars, Revan defeats Mandalore the Ultimate, all right, or Mandalore the Conqueror, or whoever is Mandalore at that time. And he discovers, after defeating Mandalore, that he has a son. And that Mandalore's son is Force sensitive. And his son is Tar Vizsla. And Revan is the one who takes Tar Vizsla to the temple. And Tar Vizsla grows up. And he's the one. And then Tar Vizsla beats Revan.
See, I'm also thinking like, what if in such a way that like Revan introduces, let's say, okay, here's what I'm thinking. Revan is gifted the mask from Tar Vizsla, right?
Mm-hmm.
Revan gifts Tar Vizsla a lightsaber as just like an artifact for an artifact, a sign of culture for a sign of culture. And using the lightsaber, Tar Vizsla is able to like deconstruct and then build the Darksaber out of that. So that's where Tar Vizsla gets the Darksaber, is from a gift from Revan, in the same way Revan's mask was a gift from Tar Vizsla.
Or at the very least, what if it was the same concept, but it was Tar Vizsla's father? All right, Tar Vizsla's father receives the lightsaber, and then Tar Vizsla grows up to, he's like 5 or 6 years old, right? He's a little bit older, right? Because the whole thing with Anakin is like, oh, we don't take people that old anymore, right? Like we don't do that. And I would love for there to be kind of a reason for that, and that be
and
Vizsla.
like Tar Vizsla, he's not technically brought in because of his age.
But Tar Vizsla is able to, very much like in a Star Killer Force Unleashed thing of like, he takes the lightsaber sort of thing. Like say it's like it comes back to bite him Mandalore, whatever, bites him in the ass. Revan ends up coming back, killing him, and Revan's like, I'm going to reclaim my lightsaber sort of thing. But his son is the one that grabs the lightsaber, 5-year-old, 6-year-old Tar Vizsla, and Revan's like, what? Force sensitive kid. But then of course Revan would fall to the dark side at some point, right? So Revan is like, takes him to the temple, but then they're like, Jedi's like, hey man, thanks for bringing us this Jedi, like this like Jedi Mandalorian. We're gonna handle this from here, but you went a little too far. Like you just executed the leader of the Mandalorians and took their kid. So it's like, and eventually he's gonna go off into the unknown regions and become dark side, and it would be really cool if like that connection with that lightsaber right there, like whatever happens, Tar Vizsla grows up to be a Jedi, and then of course when Revan comes back with the Sith Empire, it's like Tar Vizsla's like the man at that point, you know, like he's like.
So then, do you think Tar Vizsla, the Darksaber, was built from Tar Vizsla being
absolutely.
at the Jedi Temple, and that was just the saber that he built
with my boy Huang? Yeah, of course.
So he's just the only one who has ever had a black kyber crystal.
That's the whole mythology with Finn Rao. When he says he
Yeah.
talks about the stories, like they
But
found
I
him.
mean, just like if they were to do it in canon, would they actually do it that way?
I hope so. But it would. I mean, it'd be cool to have like a because it's a tale, it's a legend, it is a myth, right? So they could do it a different way. But also, hear me out. Hear me out. That's what I'm saying, Hannah. What if Hugh Wang was he's trained thousands of years of Jedi. Hugh Wang, who is he hanging out with right now? Ahsoka and Sabine, another Mandalorian Jedi, which we have not had in thousands of years. Imagine if Hugh Wang was like best buddy droids with Tar Vizsla. Tar Vizsla and Hugh Wang.
That was his droid. It's like the BD
like
cow.
one, yeah.
And then when Tar Vizsla is like slain or whatever, that's when he becomes like, oh, I'm going to teach the children rather than just be somebody's droid.
Exactly, to be
he's too powerful, bro. What if it's because Hu Yang is the only one who actually knows about like the history and like the building of the Darksaber? So Hu Yang is too powerful, so the Jedi use him as he's too good to us to be able to teach the Jedi children, to be able to teach Padawans. But instead of like just getting rid of him, we reprogram him a little bit. And that way he just doesn't remember the Darksaber aspect of like rebuilding the Darksaber. So
that's my thing as well. As like
building.
I would have thought that Hugh Wang helps Tar build the Darksaber. They become like an inseparable human droid duo, but something happens to Tar eventually. And when the Jedi say Tar passes or goes missing or whatever it is, and they take the Darksaber, they're like, hey, this has become such a problem. We can't let someone build something like this again. And so they wipe that part from Hugh Yang's brain.
In Hu Yang, like how Dooku erased the coordinates from the Jedi archives.
Or like, Tar Vizsla can yes, yeah, he does it himself. He's like, nobody, like, this has become too much of an issue. I can't let the Jedi and the Mandalorians fight over something like this again, because if there's another one of these, so that's why maybe Tar locks it up in the temple, and he's like, I'm out. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Because it's the whole identity of like, am I more Mandalorian or am I more Jedi? I don't know. This is a story that I have wanted for so long. I think it could be an incredible series of live action movie. I think you could make a solid trilogy of like of Knights of the Old Republic, Mandalorian War stuff. But yes, to the John, great point. What Tar's inclusion would be after the base coach. I think it would be in between. I think Tar would be kind of inserted. I think it would be more so like before KOTOR 1. Like with like the Mandalorian Wars and everything, and then the finale would be Tar and Bastila, bro. Yellow double-bladed lightsaber, Darksaber going up against Darth Rep. Yeah, yes.
I also don't know how technically canon those KOTOR games are going to be. Like the KOTOR era of games are actually going to be.
Oh, but I think he's just saying it's like a base template of like if we're like, because I think the general premise is that like Revan was a Sith Lord. He was a Jedi at one point. He fought in the Mandalorian Wars. That's really all we know,
Absolutely.
Or she. I'd love if Revan was a girl. I'm just saying. I think it'd be kind of cool. I know it would cause problems. Or if Revan was just like faceless.
Yeah.
They did that in the comics. They like made Revan like only have a hood, complete like no, like just completely genderless.
That's what I'm saying is like if that first episode started off with like them over like kneeling and them like eating or like having coffee or whatever it is, and then we see like just the passing of the mask and the passing of the lightsaber, and that's how the episode starts. And then we see like the mask come up and it's Revan's mask, and you're like, yo, and then you see Tar get the lightsaber, and then over time, however it is, like let's say that's the arc, come the third, Tar is like, that mask is not yours, that's our culture, you've disgraced it, you don't own that mask anymore, I shouldn't have gifted it to you. And Revan's like, well, what are you gonna do? You didn't, like, I gave you a lightsaber, you're no Jedi. And then Tar doesn't turn on that lightsaber. It's a surprise to Revan, and he turns on the Darksaber and he's like, what did you do?
Yeah.
And it's like he built the Darksaber himself.
Now the question is, could it potentially work that Revan becomes Tar's master?
That depends on if they're the same age or like if one's younger than the other.
I would prefer Revan to be at least a good like 15 years older than Tar in my version of the story. But like again, I'm not a writer. I've thought about this for a couple of years, but I'm not a writer. So that could change. It could be fun to make them the same age, but I thought it'd be kind of cool to have like a, I don't know, like a weird kind of legacy thing of kind of like, oh, you killed my father, but you're also my master sort of deal. Like that'd be kind of crazy. Thing. Yeah, kind of. Maybe I'm getting too Starkillery right now. Maybe that's a
problem.
Also
thinking like, what if the Darksaber was a lot of the reason why Revan ends up like falling to the Sith? Like cool. It's recontextualized that like that battle with Tar Vizsla and him losing at the hands of the Darksaber is a lot of the reasons why he like falls to the dark side. I don't know.
It'd be an obsession thing of being like, I'm going to conquer Mandalore, like, because I did it before, I'm going to do it again. That lightsaber, it belongs to me. Tar Vizsla goes, come and get it.
His lightsaber blade is black. Yeah.
Before we get into the Mount Rushmore stuff, a couple of people mentioned Night of the Thousand Tears, like some stuff going on with that would be sick as well. Which I think would be dope. I think it'd be cool. Obviously, that'd be a cool Bo-Katan perspective, getting animated Moff Gideon and stuff like that.
What if the other person is Rook?
That I did think that of like Bo-Katan, Boba, Mando, Tar, or Rook. That's what I thought. That'd be sick.
Like, what if the other person? It's like a Rook story, and we get more of her background.
That'd be cool because it's kind of limited. Isn't she also being voiced by Vanessa Marshall?
Yep.
Yay!
Hair is back, baby.
Oh, by the way, this is super random. My local convention just announced that Matt Lanter, James Arnold Taylor, and Ashley Eckstein are all coming.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
When is it?
So I'm like a month.
Oh, it's in a month?
Yep, just over a month.
Dang, dude. That's sick.
That's pretty cool. So I might go say I haven't met Matt Lanter yet. I've met Ashley and I've met Jat. So
Ashley was very nice to meet when I met her last year.
She's great. Unfortunately, I don't know if I'm gonna have her. I love her. Her prices are a little expensive sometimes.
So, a little expensive sometimes.
So I got to figure out if I can swing that.
I will say it is worth it to meet Ashley Eckstein. She is the best. She's the coolest.
She's great. She signed my Ahsoka book.
Yeah.
So wait, Hannah, you're not that far from me either. You could definitely make it. Well, me, you, and Jacob.
Yep. I was gonna say Joey, her horse.
Yeah, dude. Actually, bring Joey.
Well, have Ashley Eckstein sign Joey.
Okay.
It's like
assigned the Ahsoka Fulcrum symbol on Joey.
That's actually dope, dude.
Jello, no. It'd be fun. It'd be fun. I'm just saying, it's a good convention. There's no way it would happen, but had I known sooner, I would have been like, "Can I host the panel? Can I host the panel, please?"
Yeah,
we'll see. Anyway, Mount Rushmore marathon. I guess that's technically ranked Ferric. Am I right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's ranked Ferric.
Think Ferric.
Welcome back to Rank Ferric, everybody's favorite Cliff Harvard part of the Focus podcast. Rank Ferric. Don't call me Uncle Owen, because I'm not farming moisture. I am strictly farming clips. It's the Mount Rushmore marathon episode, baby.
The second returning of Crust.
Crust has returned. Crust has risen.
Somehow Crust has returned.
Somehow Crust will return in Avengers Doomsday.
We have 5 Star Wars.
One, but you only have 1 Star Wars, right?
I have 1 Star Wars and 4 comic book. I figured we would end with comic book, considering it is the Star Wars Mount Rushmore marathon. If I need to make another Star Wars one, I will.
Well, we will absolutely do comic book stuff throughout this, because we are not doing a comic book episode after this.
This is like a longer episode.
This is going to be a longer episode. We're going to be here for probably a little over the next hour.
Yeah, I imagine so.
Like definitely over an hour. We're probably going to be hitting the 2:30, maybe even closer to the 3-hour mark for this episode, because tomorrow Grayson and I are going to be doing something that will end up being a pre-recorded episode that we are very excited about with a very special somebody.
Yes.
And it's very cool. Something that we've been trying to get done for literally months now.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
been months in the making.
Yeah. We've been talking to these people and this person and their team.
The powers that be for this specific person,
yes,
which we are big fans of. We're lucky to somewhat call mutuals. We've chatted with this person multiple times.
So yes, somebody who we met a couple of, can you believe that was 3 years ago?
I don't like that.
It was a long time ago.
It was
but now we will be speaking to them tomorrow, and then that episode will be out next week. And it'll be fun.
It'll be
okay.
Exciting.
What was your one Star Wars Mount Rushmore that you wanted to do?
I don't remember if we've done this before.
Okay.
Sometimes that happens, and that's okay. We probably should keep a log of these. My first one for Star Wars was specifically alien creatures or species, like aliens that like talk. So not like actual creatures, not like Rancor and stuff, but I'm talking like aliens.
Just species in general?
Just species, yeah. Not including human.
Okay.
So I have two that I think have to make it on the list.
Okay.
And I'd be curious to hear your take. My first one is absolutely a Twi'lek.
Yeah, without question.
That's like kind of the goat alien species, you know?
Do they have to speak basic?
No. I don't think so.
Okay, so then I
have one because I have one that does not technically speak basic without a translator.
Okay. My other one, I feel like it's a no-brainer, is a Wookiee.
That's a good take. That is a good, yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
I feel like Wookiee has to be on the list.
I agree. Yes.
Okay. So Twi'lek and Wookiee.
My next one on the list was a Rodian.
But
I do have a backup for that too. That could sub out a Rodian.
I guess my thing is like I can't really like. You really have to rack your brain to think of other Rodians other than Greedo. Like obviously there are.
Yeah. But they're also they're everywhere in the background, and they're such a common alien that you see throughout the galaxy, and there's such an OG Star Wars design. Because there's also, isn't there like the other Rodians that are also in A New Hope? There's a lot in Clone Wars. There's
there are Rodians everywhere, but I'm also like, there. As for right now, I like that listing. I just don't know if they make the top 4.
John threw out some good ones here, and I don't want to discriminate, but I'm like, Jawa and Ewoks are kind of in this like weird gray area for me where they're kind of like. But does Hutt make it? I don't know if Hutt makes it.
I don't believe Hutt makes it, and I'm also
Togruta might make it because of Ahsoka.
Togruta might make it, but I'm also like Zabrak. I don't think does because there's too many different types of Zabrak.
And you really just only think of Maul and then like the Jedi, like with Eve Koth and stuff, but it's like they're not really a lot in the background.
No, you're not really seeing Zabraks.
For me, one that I feel like just because it is so iconic, and not just because of the toy, but like, see, this is my thing. Is I'm like, they're cool little guys. They're a little guy, you know.
Yeah, they are little dudes.
They're not like necessarily like a species that I'm like thinking about walking in the background. I mean, they're in the background, but you know,
they
next one
definitely kind of fall into the little guy category.
Yeah, like that's like a Jawa, Ugnaught, Ewok, Grogu, Yoda. You know,
little Yoda Grogu guy.
I was gonna say a Thorian.
I like a Thorian,
mainly because of like the Hammerhead toy is like so iconic, and they're like there's Doc on Dar now, and like I don't know. Is it
crazy to say Gungan?
That's not crazy. Does Duro make it?
See, I'd love for Duro to be on there, but I'm like, I don't know. Maybe it does. because they are in A New Hope.
But also, it is weird with like Twi'leks, Duros, and Rhodians. They're kind of like three, but like three of the same, but in different fonts. You know, in my mind, where they're just like, oh, they're like green skinned creatures with different colored eyes.
Yeah, they're like sometimes green, sometimes blue.
Like Twi'leks are basically like it's like humans and Twi'leks. They're like
Twi'leks are like an immediate.
So everyone is saying Dougs. The Dougs.
That's not a bad take.
That is a pretty definitive prequel one, I would say. I would say prequel is, well, I guess technically a Togruta is also prequel, but I feel like a Doug or a Doug or a, what do you call it? Or a Gungan are like pretty pivotal prequel, you know?
What the biker gang that's in Book of Boba Fett, not the robots, the cyborgs. What's the one that Boba blows up with his ship? What is that species called? Remember when Boba is out and he's like flying around in his ship and he just starts like annihilating them?
Was that not Tusken Raiders?
No.
Kidnap him?
No.
Oh, the Nikto?
Nikto.
Yeah. They're like, that's like I'm a Gundy and stuff.
Yeah. Nikto isn't bad.
We'll see you, Cameroni.
Later, dude. Appreciate you being here.
Oh, Mon Calamarans.
I was thinking Mon Calamarians. The Mon Cala could be on that list.
That's a good one.
I really like that.
I feel like there has to be like one land, one. See, Trandoshans. There's a boss. There's some background. I don't know if Trandoshans make it.
Trandoshans too, but I'm like, there aren't really well, I guess we do see him in Book of Boba Fett.
Everyone is also saying weak ways, like Hondo and stuff.
That's not a bad take. Because we
that.
do see him in Return of the Jedi as well.
Pretty.
Weak ways is not a bad take.
You want to say Twi'lek, Wookiee, Gungan, weak way?
But I'm also like, does Gungan actually make it, or are they just like, does Jar Jar carry?
Yeah, because I feel like it has to like be more widespread than just here's a famous character, you know?
Right.
That's why honestly I don't think Togruta makes it. Because like
I don't think
Twi'leks, it's like there's
either.
so much in the background. There's so many significant characters that are Twi'leks, like with the Syndulas and with Ayla Secura and just like all kinds of different background ones, right?
Yeah.
Wookiees, obviously, Chewbacca carries, but also there are so many other Wookiees, right?
Yeah.
That like now that you can think of that are pretty significant. Weak ways, there's not a ton other than like Sora Bulk, and then which is like a random Jedi, and then and that's why I also don't think Togrutans make it, because it's mainly just Ahsoka and Shakti.
Yeah, I mean that's like saying that a Nautolan would be on the list, but like it's just Kit Fisto.
Yeah. See, is Tuskens more of like this is like so weird to me, but I'm like, they're just like really only on Tatooine. Guys, was it not me? Was it Will that froze? I thought I was going crazy. I sat here and I thought I was the frozen one. Okay, thank you for letting me know. He'll be back soon. That's strange. Oh, he might be back now. I thought that was me, and I
thought it was you too. I thought it was you as well.
Oh, we both did? Why did?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway,
It was the aliens.
Twi'lek and Wookiees are on the board.
Twi'leks and
Perhaps
Wookiees are on the board.
What is the face of like prequel aliens?
I mean, is it Gungan?
There's also
Or is it Twi'lek?
There's also the Keldor with Plo Koon. And then there's Nautilins, and then there's
not a lot of Keldor.
Yeah.
Like literally when that other one popped up in Acolyte, they were like, "Oh, is that Plo Koon?" Like that's how many there are.
Somebody said Saurians earlier, which is like Kiadi-Mundi species, but I'm like, no.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, it's really just Kiadi-Mundi.
I mean, Hutts. No, probably not Kaminoans. I wouldn't say Kaminoans.
No, I wouldn't say Kaminoans either.
Because after Phantom Menace, there's not really a ton of Gungans.
I don't think Weequay is a bad take. They are in a lot of stuff.
They are, but it's like, are they kind of too generic? You know, they're just kind of leathery. Someone said Nemoidians.
Okay. Oh, I don't mind that either.
That's
but
a
I'm
pretty
also
good one.
Like, I feel for the Weequays though, because I'm like, you think of the famous Weequays, and I'm like, yeah, that kind of hits.
Like, what do you mean? Like, what famous Weequays? Like just Hondo?
For Hondo. And then you think of like how much they've popped up in other stuff. Like they very much like a Twi'lek. Weequay have been in Return of the Jedi, and then everything else. Like they literally pop up in everything. I do also think that Tusken is not a bad take either, though.
I think it has to be Mon Calamari.
I agree. Mon Cala goes on the list.
I think it has to go. Ooh, Geonosians for the prequels?
No.
They're in the same category as Gungans.
I'm like, for prequel, I think it's Twi'leks.
Are there any in the sequels that we're missing? Like significant ones in the sequels? Not really, right?
Win the war.
Oh, there is one that is a pretty prominent species at this point. It's the same species as Elo Asti. It's the one that's like the Hello Nasty guy. He's Abednado. That's what they're called, Abednados. Yeah. They are everywhere now. They're like a pretty mainstay alien team.
Yeah.
Honestly, I personally would either say it's Abednados, Weekways, or Hutts. Because Hutts, there's a good amount of them now. Like, and also just like the Hutts are like have a conglomerate on the galaxy, you know, like they're a crime syndicate.
I will say though, like if you were to like, hey, think of an alien for Star Wars, like Jabba the Hutt probably would pop up.
Yeah. Okay. Hannah's saying, wait. Cameron, I would say this is a creature. This is like an animal
creature. Yes.
That would be Celestin. I don't know. I don't know.
Think it makes the top 4.
Yeah, like most iconic of all time.
For Mount Rushmore.
They got to be like pretty game changing. I don't know. I mean, well, Josh, we do have Wookiees on the list.
Yes,
Twi'leks, Wookiees, and Mon Cala.
Yes, those are the 3. Because the thing with Wookiees and Twi'leks is like they span the entire saga. But then I'm also kind of Hutts do too.
And everyone who doesn't not watch Star Wars know what a Hutt is, kind of, because of Jabba the Hutt. I mean,
yeah.
I guess.
And they're going to know another Hutt with Mando and Grogu.
Yeah, this is true. With the twins and with Rada. I mean, they have an entire sector in space, to be honest. They have Hutt space.
That's what I'm saying.
So maybe it is Hutts.
Maybe it's Hutts.
That's kind of a good OG4 right there.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like if we knew the name of the species, we would argue it, but like
they're so mythical is the thing, you know? Yeah. They're in that gray area of like little guys. It's like when I'm thinking of like the Mount Rushmore, I'm like, they have to carry weight of not just significant characters, but also background characters. And I think there's enough Wookiees in backgrounds or just in like tertiary characters. There's plenty of Twi'leks, both main characters and side. Mon Calamari are kind of ever present, both in prequels and in comics, and of course, original trilogy and in sequels. They're in everyone. And then with the Hutts, I mean, Jabba the Hutt is carrying that, but also with Rada and with the twins, and the fact that they have Hutt space, and like the Hutts are like everyone in the galaxy knows who the Hutts are, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Weequay outweighs Hutts. It's close. I could see Weequay being an honorable mention, as well as like Togruta because of Ahsoka.
Do you know what's crazy?
What?
I'm also like, well, it wouldn't really work because that's like Dathomirian. I'm like, what about just the Night Sisters in general?
I think a little,
but that's not really a species.
That's a faction, you know.
Yeah,
that's like saying like the Jedi, you know, or the Mandalorian. I guess because that's not saying like Mandalorians, you know, which Mandalorians are just like human.
Yeah.
Oh, the Bith for the. So we were saying I know Matthew said
Bith is not a bad one
because of the Tantina band.
Yeah,
that actually is a really good one. The Bith are kind of everywhere.
Yeah, but I don't think we ever heard a Bith speak other than Tenebris.
yeah, probably not. Not really. Some people are saying Rhodians. I mean, I do think Rhodians are a little bit more ever present than Weequay, but I don't think they beat Hutts.
I don't think they beat Hutts, and I don't think they beat Mon Cala either. The Mon Calamari.
They're kind of on par. Yeah, in terms of like amphibious frog like.
The Mon Calamari pop up way more than Rhodians do.
Definitely with like significant characters and stuff.
Rhodians are very similar to like a Duro, where they like pop up in the background, but like the Duros also have like Cad Bane. You know what I mean?
Right.
Where like they've got their Hondo. They've got their Hera, they've got their Ayla Secura.
You got Sham Syndulla. You have like pretty much all the Twi'leks in the prequels. You've got Ula as like one of the background dancers. You got they're everywhere. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
That I see. That's what I'm saying. Is I'm like they're so like they literally carry the entire rebellion fleet.
And there's like, the one the Mon Calamari Jedi who's Kit Fisto's old Padawan.
Oh gosh, yes. Kit Fisto's apprentice.
What the heck is that guy's name?
You could technically make Mount Rushmores of aliens for every saga, like for like every trilogy. I mean, like you could do like a prequel, you could do an OT, which is funny that all of the ones we have right now are OT, which I think is kind of what it sets the standard. But like,
yeah, but it's like they showed up in OT and they've spanned across.
Right. And I do think having legacy aliens is kind of important. Of like when you're introducing new aliens, it's also important to have old aliens.
Outside of Chewbacca for the original trilogy, I would say Wookiees are more present for like Revenge of the Sith.
That's true. Yeah. Oh, dude, Radis as from
dude. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Good take.
That's who I thought of initially was Radis.
Oh, Nadar. Oh, sorry. He said Nadar is Kit Fisto's.
That's it.
Yeah, Nadar. Okay, so you think it's Twi'leks, Wookiees, Mon Calamari, and Hutts as the four kind of greatest and most iconic Star Wars species of all time?
I think so. Right.
I think it's a good list. They've all been practical, but they've also done CG. They hold a lot of weight. They're ever present throughout the saga, including animation.
Yeah.
Oh, and Lieutenant Beck. That's
very
so
good.
True.
Very
true.
Good.
Okay. Yeah. I think that's a good list. I
like that list.
That is the
I like that.
The Mount Rushmore, the top 4 of Star Wars sentient aliens, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Okay. What are your Star Wars ones?
So the one that's on the thumbnail is Sith, which we've never done before.
Okay.
We have never done the Mount Rushmore of Sith.
So we're obviously having Vader Palpatine, right?
We did a top 20 of Sith, but we have never done a Mount Rushmore.
Vane is a Nikto, not a Weequay.
Yes, very
Okay.
true.
Aqualish was a good one as well. Good honorable mention there. They're good. They're good.
Yeah.
I'd say they're on par with like a Rodian. Okay. Well, I do think Palpatine is a must, and I do think honestly Vader is a must, despite the fact that
Vader is like the number one, I would think.
Yeah.
Palpatine's on there. Now these next two are crazy.
It's hard because it's like, do you keep going with like main movies, or do you go with like external stuff that are like even more iconic, you know?
Like a Malgus?
Because that's my thing is I have like 4 that I think could all go on here. And I think you would agree. I think it's either Maul, Dooku, Revan, or probably like a Nihilus. Or
See,
a Malgus.
I would say Dooku over Maul only because so much of Maul's story he is no longer.
That's my thing. It's like he's a Sith, but like he's not really a Sith for long.
No, that's like saying Asajj Ventress for Jedi to me.
Yeah. I agree. So, but then oh my gosh, how I'm so stupid. I think Bane has to be on there, right? I think that's like okay. This is how I'm feeling now. I also feel like with Dooku isn't as like strong of a Sith. He's a good villain and he's a great Darksider, but he's like when it comes to like the Sith code and stuff, he's not like. I don't see him like seeping through like a Sith holocron, you know, or like maybe I can, I don't know, but I just like I don't see him as a Sith on the level of a Vader, a Palpatine, a Revan, a Malgus, a Bane. Like Bane revolutionized the Sith.
Yeah, I think Bane does get
because he's so significant in both canon and Legends, you know.
I don't think it's Nihilus, and I also don't think it's Revan.
See, Revan is weird because he keeps flip-flopping.
Yep.
Revan isn't a great Sith, low-key.
No.
Like
he's just a Sith when he's angry.
Yeah, like he's kind of flip-floppy. Okay, Vader, Palpatine, Bane. I love that 3. I think that's a great 3.
Is it Dooku though? Like Dooku is the villain of the prequel, like Attack of the Clones through Clone Wars into Revenge of the Sith. He's the guy. He
is the main kind of guy. He's the most significant Sith out of the prequels.
Right?
I'd say way more than Maul.
He is out other than Palpatine, which nobody knows about Palpatine. He is the only active Sith who the Jedi know of.
Mm-hmm. He's kind of the face of the Sith for the entirety of the prequels until they find out about Palpatine.
Yes, he is the face of the Sith.
Then maybe it's Dooku.
I think it's Dooku, dude.
Like he commits to being a Sith until the end. And that's got to be some respect there.
I really do think it's Dooku.
He's also got like the whole like he's literally like a count. He's Christopher Lee. He's got the Dracula thing going on. He was also a menace. Oh yeah. I think it's Dooku. I do think you're right. I don't think Dooku outweighs Revan or like a Crate or a Nihilus. Like I get that their like faces are scary, right? And even like the Stranger, like would love to have the Stranger in here, but he ain't Dooku, bro. No. Like Dooku is like we read Dark Disciple, like that book. The whole premise is like Dooku is so bad we have to kill him.
Yes,
we have to send somebody to go kill him. This is getting out of hand.
We will keep sending people to go kill him. That's literally all the Clone Wars is.
They're like
it's sending people to go kill Dooku, and then like voting on Trandosha. Like
yeah. No, Dooku. I mean, he directed Princess of Palpatine, was basically doing all of Palpatine's work for him.
Admiral Enigma mentioned.
In the Art of Acolyte, it does say he is a Sith, but he is also the first Knight of Ren.
Yeah.
So the Knights of Ren are a splinter sect, but yes, he's considered a Sith.
Now,
but he ain't he's an honorable mention for sure.
Let's talk about Bane.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, he's like the stepping stone for like start, like obviously Rule of Two, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
But he is outside of like live action animation saga, obviously outside of the Acolyte for his little appearance. Do we think Plagueis is over Bane in terms of iconicity?
I don't think so. I think it's close. I think if there was a Legends Sith to go on there, I do think other than Bane, it would be Plagueis. But the problem with Plagueis is he's only in one book. His canon story is very undefined, whereas Bane, his legends and his canon stuff is pretty consistent. Of like, he was the rule of two, he took out the Brotherhood of Darkness, he reestablished the Sith, and he had a vision for what the Sith were. Like, he was like, the Sith are weak, I'm going to cull them, and I'm going to make them stronger by what I'm doing. Plagueis, and this is the problem with a lot of these Sith, and I know Palpatine is on here, but Palpatine is so significant. Plagueis was kind of like, well, I'm it, man. Like, I'm the finality of the Sith. Like, it's going to just be me and Palpatine, and we're going to be running this. Like, he didn't want to give up his... And that's kind of a big thing with Sith. But in Plagueis, he's kind of like... He respects Bane, but he's also kind of like... I don't know, Bane was kind of an idiot, you know? Like, he's kind of dogging him on a little bit. But I'm like, without Bane, like, you don't really get the Sith as we know them for that 1,000 years after. I think Plagueis is such a strong honorable mention. I think he's so close to being on there, but I don't think he beats out Bane.
Dude, imagine we got Acolyte Season 2. Plagueis would be on that list, bro.
Oh, absolutely. And honestly, potentially Stranger, depending if they kept going with it.
That's such a bummer.
It's so stupid.
That's such a bummer, dude. Acolyte Season 2 is like legit going to fall into the 1313 category of like, why did we never get this?
Yeah, it's true. God, that's so true. That's so true. Oh, man, if we got Acolyte Season 2 in 1313, I think I'd be like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
That's it.
Like, even if they never got Tales
Grayson's fandom.
Yeah, like Tales, if we never got that Tales of Mandalorian stuff, if they were just like, yeah, we're just gonna put the Boba versus Cad thing in 1313. Boss fight against Cad Bane, bro. Like a Red Dead Redemption style, like eyes, whatever, and then you have to do the like Denton helmet.
That makes me so mad.
Lucas fell behind your walls.
That makes me so mad.
With the 1313 stuff, yeah.
Come on.
Oh, dude, yeah. Especially if Wilson Bethel was in it. Just make him Bullseye. Just make him Star Wars Bullseye, dude.
Star Wars Bullseye.
He goes, hello, Boba. Just throwing Star Wars, throwing lightsabers.
I feel liberated.
I feel liberated.
Yeah, okay,
I think Palpatine, Vader,
Darth Bane, Darth Tyrannus.
I think it's a really good list right there. I'm pretty happy with that.
I dig it.
Do you want to keep doing stars? You want to throw in a comic book one in here?
How about I give you my other Star Wars ones and then we pick?
Okay.
I have the top 4 faces of current Star Wars. Like the Mount Rushmore of current Star Wars. I have the Mount Rushmore. These are not people. These are lightsabers.
Mount Rushmore of lightsabers?
Of lightsabers. And then I also have the Mount Rushmore of specifically blue lightsaber users.
Let's do the blue lightsaber. I like that.
Okay.
Shout out, I think it was it Star Wars Slug that did the
he did that
today?
graphic and I had it written down yesterday and I was like, come on, man.
Yeah,
You jumped us.
He did like 4 characters for each color, which I thought was very cool.
Yeah.
So the 4 faces of a blue lightsaber.
Like the Mount Rushmore of blue lightsaber users.
Okay, well, Obi-Wan is on there.
Yep.
Undoubtedly.
Yep.
Anakin.
I think Anakin's on there too.
Now, does Luke go on there or not? Because I would kind of hesitate to say he's kind of a 50-50.
See, I'm hesitant to say either Luke or Rey. Actually, I think I'm more leaning towards Rey only because it's the same lightsaber. Anakin's Luke's.
But Rey is like not blue in my head. It's like
not at all, but Rey's lightsaber is blue for the entire trilogy up until the last 5 minutes of that.
Now,
trilogy.
I don't want to copy Slug, but he did have Kanan on there.
I don't mind Kanan. I actually
Like,
don't mind Kanan at all.
He keeps blue throughout the entire, like, never loses that.
I don't mind Kanan.
Like, he would be like the animation one for sure.
What about Cal?
Oh, it's Cal. Cal has to be blue. And like, so my thing with a lot of these is like how much they use it as blue and how much is it like scream of like, well, yep. Hey, the other honorable mention that I will say very heavy on the list for me is Plo Koon. Plo Koon is a big one for me.
Yeah.
But I don't think he makes it. I don't think he beats out.
Obi-Wan is probably the number one.
Absolutely.
I don't think Ahsoka makes it only because she only uses the blue in Clone Wars Season 7.
And I just like, I do see, I mean, I've got it like here. Like I do weirdly see in my head because I've watched Season 7, like those episodes so much. I see more blue with her than green sometimes, which is weird because she uses green way more. But we talked about it last week, like white. And see, Ezra is green in my head.
Ezra's green in my head as well.
And I know he's had a blue technically more because of Season 1 and 2, and then also with Ahsoka. But I like the green for Ezra.
Obi-Wan, Anakin, Kanan, Cal.
That's a good list. You get 2 main heavy hitters, you get an animation pick, and you get a video game pick.
Is it crazy not to say Luke, though?
See, Luke is tough because it's like, Luke, you could go either way. I mean, we got to interview when we years ago at that one convention when we talked to Zahn, and he thought blue. Everyone thinks blue.
So much fun. We got to do that again this year. That was a really fun question of like, you hear Luke Skywalker, what lightsaber color do you think of? Like immediately. More people said blue than green,
which is weird because we're both green guys.
Yeah, I see green immediately.
Hannah agrees, and Justin agrees as well.
I
do really want to say Cal. I can't not say that lightsaber, just like that ignition. It's so burned into my brain. Like I'm not even dead set on having Kanan on the list, but I'm like Cal has to be on there.
Crazy not to say Rey.
I don't think it's Rey. I don't think she ever got to really embrace that lightsaber is the thing. It's like weird.
The throne room fight is blue. Her versus Kylo is blue. Bro, her in Rise of Skywalker is blue. That lightsaber, she uses it to defeat Palpatine.
So true.
Like every major battle is her with a blue lightsaber in that movie. And I'm like, it's weird because I'm like, is the whole thing that's holding me back is like that it's not. I'm not saying it's not her lightsaber, but it is a legacy lightsaber in the same way that I'm like, I don't consider that Luke's lightsaber either.
See, Mumbo Jimbo is saying that Luke spent most of his life with a green saber, which is true.
Yeah, 100%.
See, this is my thought process, and it's like it's not her. I know she uses it more, but in that finality, I've always seen. I'm like, yellow is at her core. Same thing with Luke. Of like, green is always at his core, in my opinion. You know?
Yeah.
Whereas I think with Cal, it's like he's blue. Like he rebuilds the saber, it's blue. And I know people are like, oh, it's an orange or whatever. And I like the cyan and everything, and I like being able to change the color. But I'm like, in canon, I believe Cal is blue. Anakin is blue. Obi-Wan is blue. It's kind of always stayed that way, right?
Yeah. No,
so
I like that.
But I'm like, I don't know. I feel like Luke is so like okay, and also in my brain, I'm kind of like, they can't bleed over into another category. So I'm like, okay, well, Luke is absolutely on green. I'm like. So in my mind, I'm like, he can't be on green and blue, you know?
Yeah.
Same thing with Rey. I mean, there's so many limited yellow saber users, and it's like, and we could talk about yellow at another point, but I'm like, you couldn't have, I'm like, Rey is absolutely on the yellow, you know? Yeah. Like, it would be like Rey and Asajj, and
even though we've literally never seen her use it.
Which is crazy, but that's how much it like is burned into my brain, which I know maybe I'm weird about, but I don't think it's Rey or Luke. I feel like it's got to be Kanan, dude.
So then the Mount Rushmore of blue lightsaber users is Obi-Wan, Anakin, Kanan, and Cal Kestis.
I think so.
I like that.
Truly, the other honorable mention for me is Plo Koon. But I don't think he beats out Kanan.
Leia.
Kind of sick, but I wish.
Absolutely.
If we got more of Leia using a lightsaber, I could see that 100%. But the fact that it's really only in one scene,
yeah.
Despite the hilt, the hilt aside, I do like her having a blue lightsaber. I like
love
the
her
idea.
having a blue lightsaber. I
think
prefer her having a blue lightsaber
because it's more like her dad. And also the fact that she
imagine if she had that hilt and they were like, well, what if she had a purple lightsaber? I would ugh, you have no idea how mad I would get.
No, I don't. I like really Leia. Leia's not a green. And it's weird because in the Air comic and in the book they talk about she has a green lightsaber, and I'm like, no. I've always been like she should have blue,
which is weird because Luke has a blue in the Air comics, which is like
in the Air comics, but then they switch over to Dark Force Rising and it's green because they changed artists.
Yeah,
which is weird. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I like that list. I like Anakin, Obi-Wan, Kanan, Cal. I think that's a good list. Yeah. I do, and Ahsoka is also a good honorable mention because of Clone Wars season 7 and everything. But she didn't make those. She didn't swap out the color. She was never like blue. I think it's also so easy to think of blue because of this outfit for her. Like the Siege of Mandalore outfit is so blue.
So like red versus blue. Like the imagery is there.
But she is pretty peak with a green.
Can I throw Star Killer in the mix?
Nah. I don't hate that, but I don't think he beats out any of those other people.
No, I don't think so either.
Someone said Kyle Katarn, and I'm like, yeah, I could see that, but again, he doesn't beat out Kanan and Cal. Cal to me is like face of Star Wars video games now. At some point, say what?
Doesn't he also use green at 1.2? Am I crazy?
So green is not his original lightsaber. His first lightsaber that he makes on his own is blue.
See, that's why I'm like, if I think of a character and I'm like, oh, is it green? I'm like, you're immediately not on the Mount Rushmore blue.
Right, exactly. And a big thing for me is the lightsaber that you made for yourself. It's like if you keep making it, or it's like because you can use another color person's lightsaber, but I'm like, but if you're making them on your own, but see, Ezra is weird for me. That's why Ezra is green in my head, because he made blue, but also it was like, and he got the crystal and it was blue, but then he got another one, it was green, and it's like, did he find that crystal? Did he go back and get another? We don't really know. Maybe it's just because I like the green one better. Is also that also has to do with
I do like the green one. I do like the green one better.
It's just we just don't have a ton of green lightsaber users. I mean, it is the second most popular, but in my head I'm like, oh, there's not like a ton of people running around with green lightsabers.
I feel like the green lightsabers is way easier than the blue.
You want to do the green right now? Might as well. Just throw it in there.
Mount Rushmore of blue lightsabers: Obi-Wan Kenobi, Anakin Skywalker, Kanan Jarrus, Cal Kestis. That's the 4.
4 green lightsabers.
Yeah, the Mount Rushmore of green lightsabers.
Yoda and Luke immediately make the list. Not even a question.
I would say Qui-Gon also makes
Qui-Gon makes the list as well.
Now that 4th spot is tough. However, I do think this is where I would put Ahsoka.
See.
Are you going to say Ezra?
I'm saying Sabine.
I don't know, dude. I don't think Sabine beats out Ahsoka for green lightsabers, dude.
I just don't think Ahsoka's green. It's the white is her thing. It's like that's so much her thing. That again,
I would
you think about the
Ezra
thing of like
over Sabine though.
Maybe. But Sabine is so good as green.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, you could do again. This is the same thing with Plo Koon is
now.
That's my thing where I hesitate to put Ezra because now if he had stuck with the green, see, and that's again to bring up to Hannah's point, Ahsoka is more white than green. I don't think it's you have to think of okay, is this character going to be in another color category? And Ahsoka is absolutely a yes because everyone associates her with white. And so it's I agree with you. She has green for a long time. I see it, but it's like if it's the choice of she has to go either in white or have to go in green, it's going to be white. She's the face of white lightsabers. So, and we talked about that last week. So I'm like, I mean, I think an honorable mention is Kit Fisto for sure. I don't think he makes the list. But I think it's Luke, it's Yoda, it's Qui-Gon. This is just because I also just love Ahsoka, I love Ahsoka as a show, and I love Sabine with the green lightsaber. It is up to me. It is up to Sabine and Ezra. I think that is where I'm bouncing between right now. And then Kit Fisto is an awesome option. Or does Kit Fisto make it? Does Kit Fisto beat Ezra and Sabine with like Gindies and stuff? Like he's kind of
crazy
iconic.
how Grievous is on both Mount Rushmores.
That's true. Well, he's just like lurking. He's like looking up. You know,
he's just 2 arms on each side.
I think Kit Fisto could low key make it. He's always green, skin and lightsaber. Yeah, I know. Well, they're like, well, there's a green guy. He has to have a green lightsaber.
Yeah.
It's a blue guy. He has to have a blue lightsaber.
Yeah.
Low key, Plo Koon should have had a yellow lightsaber, like in Power Battles, but you know.
Yep, that would have been sick.
Not just because I think it suits him.
Yaddle.
Yeah, I mean, only because we see her in Tales.
Yaddle's on the
no,
Sunny's not in here, and she's not going to explode. Now I'm just looking at things around.
A really big honorable mention, just because she's in books, she does not make the list, but because she has the green jewel in the circlet, Avar Kriss is a really big one. Like, she's
I like
big that. Jedi, but I don't think she beats Ezra, Sabine, or Kit Fisto.
I like that.
Personally.
This is so tough, that 4th spot. I thought it was going to be easier. See, because of me, I immediately thought Ahsoka.
Yeah, but she's just such a white lightsaber gal.
I guess, but I'm also like all of the Clone Wars, she has green lightsabers.
Yeah. But it never really feels like it. I don't know. My opinion, like, it doesn't really feel like she ever gets to embrace the green lightsabers, you know?
I guess. I mean,
I don't know.
With green lightsabers.
Back.
That's awesome. Shout out to Ahmed Best.
Yeah.
So who would you say is that 4th spot? Sabine?
I'm really teetering between, I don't know. Like, I want to say Ezra, but because of the new blue lightsaber, I'm like, is it? Does that derail him? Because he's flip-flopping.
Ezra literally has had 3 lightsabers, and 2 out of 3 of those have been blue.
And that's kind of a factor, you know?
And Sabine only has ever had 1 lightsaber outside of the dark saber, and it's been green.
Yeah, but she didn't make it.
No.
And she's barely had it.
Well, she did modify it.
She modified it.
Ezra does say, no, you've made your own changes to it, like it's yours now.
It's yours. Yep. Then Kit Fisto had it forever. That guy had it since birth.
Yeah, but then I'm also like, is it a Mara Jade sort of deal where like Luke has his lightsaber and then he gives the Skywalker saber to Mara Jade, but then she makes her own?
Yeah, that's why that's a big thing for me. Some people are saying Kit Fisto before, or Hannah's saying before Sabine.
Some people, it's literally Hannah spamming Kit
Fisto. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I could definitely make a Mount Rushmore of white. It would just be a lot more background characters.
Ahsoka's right hand, Ahsoka's left hand, and then 2 other people.
Yeah.
Pong Krell is crazy. Luminara is not a bad take.
He's saying Quinlan. Quinlan not making it on there, bro. Quinlan not making it on any list. Get this guy out of here.
Mount Rushmore of dummies.
See, that's a good point, Wes. It's like Ezra's is for me. But his first one was his original one. But eventually, when he made another one, it was green. But we don't know how he got that green crystal. Did he get that out of a drawer too?
I'm also like, how do we know there weren't like green crystal options that he could have just pulled from Huyang as well?
That's my thing. I hold on. I'm gonna see if there's any lore on Ezra, or actually I'm gonna look up Sabine's lightsaber.
Grievous, Mumbo Jimbo. Grievous fits in both categories, which is crazy.
It's so weird though, because it's like it's like
the Mount Rushmore of blue and green lightsaber users. Grievous, Ahsoka. Whoa, that's actually a crazy one. The Mount Rushmore of characters that have used both green and blue: Grievous, Ahsoka, Ezra, Luke.
That's actually pretty. I mean, I completely agree.
That's
it.
easy.
That's an easy one right there.
The Mount Rushmore of people who have used both green and blue lightsabers.
Okay,
Pongrel's funny, but Pongrel's not making it on any list.
I'm reading
Sassy
the Sassy 10 is another one, but I don't think he beats out. Sometime after his original lightsaber was destroyed, let's see, was a green blade. How was it made? More traditional lightsaber design, history, following the destruction, built a new lightsaber. Okay. I mean, yeah, there's just no inkling on how he got that crystal. He just has it. So like
him and Luke Skywalker both.
They were born 2 days apart and both have green lightsabers that we don't know how they were made.
God damn it. Watch that just be like a Yoda species thing and we never find out.
That'd be so funny to me.
I'd be so pissed.
See, I think he just like doesn't he pull out the crystal and it's just like a blank crystal?
I don't remember.
Because that's kind of how it works. It's like it doesn't glow until you turn it on. But it is funny that Hugh just has them laying around.
Yeah.
And those are like that's worth each of those crystals are worth like
bag like dice.
Yeah. Yeah. A little Ziploc.
Yeah. You want a
goodie
crystal?
bag. Honestly, I think the safest bet is Kit Fisto.
I don't mind Kit Fisto. Okay. So
I think because it's so up in the air with Ezra and Sabine, I think it's Kit Fisto.
Yeah. So Luke, Yoda, Qui-Gon, Kit Fisto.
Yes.
I'm okay with that.
I think it's a good list.
I'm okay with that. Okay. And then
we should hop over to that. I would do the faces of current Star Wars.
Okay.
I think that'd be the best thing to do.
Okay.
Mount Rushmore of the current 4 faces of Star Wars.
So here, personally, I think Ahsoka is on it.
Of course.
I think Mando is on it.
Of course.
I think Cassian Andor is on it.
I agree.
Now, is that 4th spot Grogu?
See, it's weird. This is like sounds weird, but I'm like, is like Mando and Grogu like, is it Mando and then Grogu's like sitting on the shoulder?
That's what we did for the bounty hunters.
Yeah.
That's what we did for, I forget which it was, but it was like, I remember editing Grogu's head above Din Djarin's head.
Hannah, this is fun. I'm so down with this. I think about this all the yes, I would love this.
Yeah, no, that's actually a really good point.
So we have Ahsoka, Cassie, and Mando.
Good take, Josh.
See that? Okay. My 2 picks were either Maul or Cal.
Oh, I like Maul.
And then Vader
like
is
Maul
and then Vader is kind of like a gimme because he's like a timeless. So it's like for me it's Cal, Vader, or Maul. I don't know, but Cal was the first thing that I thought of.
Is it Maul over Cassian?
No, just because of how popular Andor is right now.
Yeah, but Andor's done, dude.
Yeah,
we're never getting more Andor stuff.
I know a lot of folks that don't watch Star Wars but love the Jedi games. This is true.
We're
only
going to keep getting Maul stuff.
So do you think it's Mando, Ahsoka, Maul, Cal? Maul is kind of a big deal right now. Not just with Shadow Lord, but just in general. Like, people love Maul.
Maul is continuously a big deal, dude.
And that is the prerequisite of, like, he is contemporary. Like, he's not like the face of, like he wouldn't be on the face of, like, all of Star Wars.
No.
But because of, like, the modern context of Star Wars, of, like,
right.
his story continuously evolving. I get that Vader is a big one, but Vader is a little bit more like he's more ever present. Whereas like we're talking about like right now, is Vader the face of Star Wars?
We on the crust of Maul maxing.
Terrible. I don't see. Hannah says Cassian has to be there.
Now, I will say, are we crazy for not putting Rey on there?
I just don't think right now. I think Ahsoka has taken that spot. If we were in 2020, I would have said yes. I would have said Mando. I would have said Rey. I would have said Kylo. But now, right now, don't think so.
But like, you can go to the park and meet Rey.
Yeah, but it's like, is it
And
people?
like I'm thinking about last week with the Halloween costume story from I forget who said that. But like little
It's
girls are
like
are
if when the Rey movie comes out, then but like this is what I'm saying is like currently in this moment, Ahsoka is just like clearing Rey, and I think Maul is as well, and I think Mando is too, and I think Cal is, and I think
Yeah.
Vader is. I just think Rey has taken a backseat, and that's the same thing with Luke. Like I don't think Luke is like you can meet. I mean, we're about to be able to meet Luke, right?
Yeah,
we're
but
gonna be
Luke
able to
did
meet-
come back in Mandalorian season 2 and Book of Boba Fett.
But that was
And there's that
but that
key
was
art
3
for
years ago.
But remember that key art for Celebration where it was like the heroes of the New Republic or whatever, and it was Luke and Mando and Ahsoka.
Yeah. But
I don't think Luke's on the list. I'm not saying Luke's on the list. I will say though, I think Luke is a little bit more prominent now than Rey is.
That's my thought process. I think Luke is more relevant now than Rey.
So I personally, Cal, Maul, Ahsoka, Mando with a little Grogu on his head.
Yeah, I think you can just put a Grogu on there. Like, there's such a package deal.
Yeah.
I think I'm okay with that. I think last year I would have said no Maul Cassian.
Yeah. But as of March 2026, it's Maul. And especially if we get like a second season of Shadow Lord, it's Maul.
Yeah.
I
agree.
Okay. So the 4 are Maul, Ahsoka, Cal, and Mando and Grogu. Yeah.
I dig
Mando
that.
and Grogu as a package deal.
I dig that.
I would like to do lightsabers.
Of all time, lightsabers of all time.
The Mount Rushmore of lightsabers. And obviously the Skywalker saber is on there. Like we can just immediately put the Skywalker saber on that list.
I mean, I think Luke's green.
I do also think Luke's green.
First green lightsaber we ever see.
My third, Mace Windu.
Yeah.
I do think it's the purple.
If I had to be honest, I think the fourth one is Vader's.
See, I'm like, is it Vader's or is it Kylo's?
I think Vader's.
Really?
I think Kylo's just kind of taking a back seat a little bit.
I don't know.
I don't think Kylo's beats out the iconicity and the popularity of a Vader. I would lean more Maul than Kylo.
I was thinking that as well.
Oh, someone's saying dark saber. You can't not have a red lightsaber on here, bro. There's no way. You can't have a blue, green, purple, and no red. There's got to be a red on here. It's just what is the representation of red? Is it Kylo? Is it Maul? Is it Vader? I love the dark saber. See, the thing is with Maul, it's like, okay, then you have multiple Mauls, and that kind of throws it off. If I had to pick one, I think I would say Clone Wars Maul, because people would see Clone Wars Maul, still know it's Maul's, and it's not as different as Rebels Maul, but it still falls in the category of like, it's kind of like Phantom Menace, which most people would think of. I think even if you just had the Phantom Menace one, it kind of represents just the double-bladed lightsaber in general.
I hate that the way that hilt looks.
I don't hate it, but I mean, but it's
not boring, dude.
But it is the face of like kind of double-bladed light. I mean, you could. No, Dooku's isn't making it on here.
Yeah, I guess red lightsabers were kind of basic until Maul. Is it like an Inquisitor's blade?
No, I think it's Vader's, man. It's an OT prop. Like, it was the very first the first and only red lightsaber we had seen for years. It's Darth Vader's lightsaber, man. I mean, like.
But is it the dark saber?
I don't think so. I don't think a dark saber has any weight over a red lightsaber, and there's no way you don't have Luke's, Mace's, or the Skywalker.
I agree. But I'm also like, a part of me when I was thinking about this today, I'm like, also Obi-Wan's.
Obi-Wan's is a good honorable mention. I just don't think it beats out Luke's green or the Skywalker saber.
Yeah.
And I don't think it beats out Mace's because Mace's is so unique.
Yeah.
What the heck? Star Wars Insight.
Oh!
5 memberships.
Appreciate you, dude.
You didn't have to do that. That's very kind of you.
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you, man. Welcome to Focus Squadron. Josh,
people.
Songot. I have no idea how to pronounce your name, but appreciate you. Tactic Stonk 4740. And and Internet Man Baby. Appreciate you being here.
Does it just pick people randomly?
Oh, and Mumbo Jimbo.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. This hill is bad. Bad.
Not my fave. Not my fave.
Yeah, bad. Yeah, not good look. Okay, so we'll say Vader's.
I'm saying Vader's. I think it's just like it's the simplest form of a red lightsaber you can think of.
Can I be crazy and say Ahsoka's?
I wish. Honestly, I would bump out Mace's for Ahsoka's, but you just can't get rid of Mace's because of the story behind it.
Yeah, no, Mace's is like really important.
Kylo and Ahsoka are like my strongest honorable mentions.
Yeah.
I only have 4.
Yeah.
I do love them.
Yeah.
I prefer Ahsoka's over Vader's and Mace's personally, but I gotta be truthful to myself and understand that that's not the case.
All right. So then list the 4 one more time.
The 4 on the Mount Rushmore of all-time lightsabers is the Skywalker saber, Luke's V2 green bladed, Mace Windu's purple lightsaber, and Darth Vader's red lightsaber.
Yeah, I like that. Okay. I had some other ones for Star Wars, but we've done 4 Star Wars now?
You want to do
5
some comic books?
We could do some comic books.
Let's start with this is an easy one. Let's warm ourselves up here. Who are the 4 faces on the Mount Rushmore of indie comics characters?
Indie comics?
Like indie comics. So this is not Marvel or DC.
Invincible.
Yep.
Spawn.
Yep. I know that the next 2 are. There's no way it's not Hellboy.
Yeah.
And the Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles, yes, absolutely. For instead of Hellboy, I was going to say like Bone.
I don't know who that is.
Really? Those are good.
No.
I love Bone. I read those a ton.
Rick Grimes.
This is great. Rick Grimes is not bad.
But more than Hellboy, dude?
It's just all Image Comics.
Is Hellboy Image? I thought Hellboy's Dark Horse.
Rick Grimes is.
Oh, okay, yeah. Is Ninja Turtles Image?
No, Ninja Turtles is Ninja Turtles Dark Horse now?
I don't know. My other honorable mention, but I think I can't count it because it started as a cartoon, would be Optimus Prime.
Yeah, but that's
like saying like with that new Ben 10 comic, it's like, oh, it's Ben 10, like.
Yeah, I guess Ninja Turtles, but I'm also like, they were not a comic for so long.
But they started as a comic, right? Was it?
Yeah, they started with the Eastman and Laird stuff, but then it was like while that run was still going on, that's when the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, like when that original show started, and then Eastman and Laird broke up, and Laird took over the rights for all of it and started writing his own series that didn't pick up where the original series left off. Then that ended, and then Eastman picked up his series. Maybe it is the Ninja Turtles. But I'm like, when people say Ninja Turtles, so many people don't think of comic books where it's not like a Batman or a Superman thing where like, oh, that's a comic book character, but everybody knows them from movies and TV and everything else. Whereas Ninja Turtles, it's like people know them from like, yeah, maybe it is.
They're so comic adjacent though.
It's Rob Liefeld's Bloodsport.
Rob Liefeld did Bloodsport?
Yeah, isn't that his? Am I thinking the right thing?
Or am I thinking of Bloodshot?
Am I crazy?
The Vin Diesel movie?
It is Bloodshot. Sorry.
I was about to say, isn't Bloodsport from...
Yeah, that's Vin Diesel.
Isn't that Suicide Squad?
No,
Bloodsport
is Vin Diesel. Bloodshot is Vin Diesel.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. And
Bloodsport is...
But Bloodsport is DC.
Well, then who am I thinking of for...
You're thinking of Bloodshot. Bloodshot, it was played by Vin Diesel, and that is a comic book character.
But
that is an independent character.
That's not the Liefeld character that I'm thinking of then.
Who were you thinking of?
Is it Blood Strike? No.
I have no idea.
Who's the character that he did for Image?
It's pretty sure it's Bloodshot, dude. Not the film. Scroll down.
Young Blood.
Oh, I was looking at Valiant Comics as Bloodshot.
Yeah, Young Blood is what he did for Image.
Okay.
Yeah. There's so many characters with blood.
I don't think Rick Grimes beats out the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, I also don't think Rick Grimes beats out the Ninja Turtles. But I'm also like, does Rick Grimes beat out Hellboy?
No. Hellboy, there's no way he's not on this list. Especially after those movies, like...
Yeah, but you think of The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead blows. If you're talking about entertainment like TVs and movies IP, Rick Grimes blows Hellboy out of the water.
But as a comic book character, people don't really think of Walking Dead most people don't think of it as a comic.
Yeah, but that's exactly what I'm saying about Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles is so comic booky. That's the thing, right?
Thank you, Cocoa Crisp.
I don't associate Ninja Turtles as TV as much because of the format, the style. It's so comic booky.
Yeah, but like,
and I think about the black and white Ninja Turtles, and I think about Last Ronin.
The reason why I said Ninja Turtles is probably still on the list is because of the resurgence of Last Ronin, and then also like Ninja Turtles has comics going on right now. Does Walking Dead have a mainline run right now?
No, it's over. I don't.
Okay.
It's Walking Dead ended. You were talking about Power Rangers as well, and I'm like, I love Power Rangers, but they're not comic books.
Power Rangers is the same as Transformers. It's like, yeah, they're cool that they have comics.
Yes, yeah. That's where I think Ninja Turtles, because of its origins and where it's at now, is more comic book. I know it's not necessarily to everybody, but like, whereas I don't think people talk about like, Transformers as being much comic book. They're like, oh, that's more TV show movie, right?
Shout out to Daniel Warren Johnson though for the.
Oh my god, I almost picked up the trade for that. I thought, is it good? Have you read it?
For Transformers?
Yeah.
I read a lot of the Transformers run and it that art is gorgeous.
Okay. I'll have to pick it up when I run this weekend to the store again.
Yeah.
Okay, so run by me one more time the four faces of independent comics characters.
Invincible, Spawn, the Ninja Turtles, and Hellboy.
Yep.
Okay. All right. I got another comic book one.
Let's go for it.
The Mount Rushmore of street level comic book characters.
That was one of mine as well.
Really?
Well,
okay.
Actually, we can do this as a 1-2 punch. Mine was street tier level of Marvel, not just comics.
I was just doing comics in general.
Okay, let's do both. Let's do comics, let's do Marvel.
Okay. Immediately Batman, immediately Spider-Man.
Correct. I would say the next one is probably Punisher.
Punisher over Daredevil.
Yeah, I think so. Because he's like kind of the main anti-hero.
I don't
See,
know if he beats Daredevil though.
Okay, you want to know what you want to know who I think beats Daredevil and Punisher?
The Ninja Turtles.
Well, what?
That's when you said Ninja Turtles. That's who was floating around in my list.
Is Wolverine street tier?
No.
Oh, you don't think Wolverine street tier?
No, I think he is so far removed from street tier that like his power set kind of forces him to be street tier, and his personality forces him to be street tier because he is such a loner and he's like, I'll just go to the bar. But like, that doesn't mean you're a street tier hero.
Yeah. Okay, so Batman, Spider-Man.
Like, Wolverine is not, his goal is not to clean up the streets, whereas Spider-Man, Batman, and Daredevil, that's their goal. Is like their goal is on a street level to clean the streets of villains.
Okay, I don't hate Daredevil. I think Daredevil could work.
I also don't mind Punisher though.
But it's like then it's like 3 Marvel. Like we don't have any other DC. It's like, does Batman have that much? Yeah, I'm like the only person,
unless it's Robin, which I'm like, I also was kind of thinking Robin for the 4.
Batman, Robin, Spider-Man, Daredevil.
Maybe. I see, the reason why I don't say Punisher is because I'm like, that's a street level character. He's not a hero.
Oh, okay. I was thinking characters, but that's fair.
Green Arrow is not a bad take.
See, Green Arrow was my other DC pick, but I'm like, does he beat Nightwing?
See, the reason why I'm saying Robin is because Robin for me is like all encompassing.
Sure. Also, someone said Luke Cage. I didn't hate.
I love Luke Cage.
And
that's fun. Shang-Chi.
Moon Knight. I love Moon Knight. I don't think he makes it. Sorry, Laney.
No.
Not happening. But I do like Moon
Definitely
Knight.
not.
Okay, Batman,
even if he
Spider-Man.
did make it, I wouldn't give that to Laney.
I mean, I don't hate Nightwing Robin. I really don't. For heroes, he's kind of goated. It is funny though that like 2 of them are like acrobatic baton wielding.
Yeah.
Now, so anti-hero is strictly off the board.
I think so, because then I'm like, what about Deadpool?
But
I'm like, I don't think Deadpool makes it.
Probably not. I was gonna say Red Hood, but he's not making it on there. Is Iron Fist considered? No, I think it'd have to be Luke Cage if it's going to be any other Marvel. So is it Luke Cage, is it Nightwing, or is it Green Arrow? Because Green Arrow has a lot of pull now because of Arrow as a show.
See, okay, can I be honest?
Sure. Of course.
What about Flash?
Street or
all
Flash?
Literally every single villain of his is street level outside of the other people who can use the Speed Force.
Gorilla Grodd is not a street level villain.
Dog, anytime he fights Gorilla Grodd, it's in the middle of a zoo or something.
In like Gorilla Land?
In Central City.
No, that's not true. What is
What
is the nation that Gorilla Grodd has?
Groddville?
Is it like Grodd Nation or whatever? Like
Grodd Nation, rise up.
I don't really also think like who are his other villains? Like Vertigo and stuff. Like I don't. This dude, like Flash, is one of the most busted heroes of all time, bro.
But I'm also like, so is Spider-Man.
But Spider-Man isn't on the level of Flash. I love Spider-Man.
Bro,
and so is Batman.
Spider-Man goes to space just as much as Flash does. I would say Spider-Man's in space more than Flash is.
I don't think it's Flash. I don't think it's Flash.
I don't know, dude.
See, this is my point. Yeah, it's like Zoom and Reverse Flash and
okay, so is Venom street level?
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude.
But he's not that crazy. Like
What?
Hulk is low key street level.
No. He is destroying street level.
He fought in the streets of Harlem in Incredible Hulk.
Okay, so Batman, Spider-Man, Daredevil, Robin.
I think Robin is a pretty solid bet, dude. I think it's not like Robin, Nightwing.
Because when you say Robin, that is literally every Robin with Batman.
That's true. That's true. I think when you take that in consideration, that's even bigger. And I think Robin way more popular than Green Arrow.
Absolutely. I would say Robin's more popular than Daredevil. Like when you say Batman, you say Batman and Robin.
Oh, Batman.
This is why I'm saying, and I was in, what's the dude's name who we send his videos back and forth all the time? He does like the Arrowverse stuff, and it's like Flash as Superman. I forget his name.
Oh, it's Jordan something
like that. His videos are great. Like if I remember
like they like the alternate universe where it's
right,
like,
right. That style of content I love personally, but he did the post and he was like, let's talk about the 4th for DC. And everybody was saying Flash or Green Lantern. And I'm like, there's no way it's not Robin, dude.
Robin is pretty. It's honestly, it's a Mando and Grogu thing, but Robin carries so much weight on his own.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm like, Robin for me is like, I'm almost saying Robin over Wonder Woman, dude.
It's like Batman, Robin, Superman, then Wonder Woman. Yeah. No, I don't hate that. I would say
Superman,
Flash is probably
Batman,
next.
Robin, Wonder Woman. Without question.
Yeah.
Like, without question.
How do you feel about Captain America right now?
I was saying Captain America, but I'm also like, he's the flippin' leader of the Avengers.
That's, yeah. It's the same thing with Wolverine.
But I will say with Cap, I'm like, Cap's not doing anything. He has a street level. He's a street level tier guy who does everything for the government or for the Avengers, where like kind of like Batman, where like if Batman is leading a team of Justice League members, Cap is doing the same thing, where like Batman can be the one to yell like assemble, but Cap is not going back to Cap City to be able to like take down villains. Like his villains are like Red Skull.
Yeah. He doesn't really have a whole lot of original villains. It's like mostly it's like Red Skull, and then it's just like, and it's Avengers villains basically.
Yeah, and then Baltrock the Leaper.
Oh God, yeah. I don't think that's true. Robin is such a because of how many people have been Robin. You know,
it's also because of like in animation iterations, those Robins blend together so much.
Yeah,
like
people like don't know.
Robin, it's
could be Tim. Could be Dick.
It's definitely Dick because he turns into Nightwing.
Yeah.
It definitely is. But like the whole swag of like Robin's using a bow staff is because of Tim.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got to be Robin, dude.
I think it's Robin. Street level. I love that.
Street level.
He's also kind of the face of sidekicks, so that also boosts him.
Sidekick.
Yeah, like it boosts him up into the stratosphere of being like, that's how, because you think about those old, like, is it like Silver Age or whatever? Or maybe it's Golden Age, where it's like New Frontier era, where it's like Batman, Robin, Superman. Like they were like a trio, like more than Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman.
When people say world's finest, it's Batman and Superman, and then Robin is also there a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's not Wonder Woman. That's the DC Trinity. But it's not Wonder Woman. And I love Wonder Woman. And somebody, I think it was Durf in here earlier, was like, are you guys reading Absolute Wonder Woman? Absolute Wonder Woman is gas, dude.
I might get the first volume of that as well. Just
it's
to be doing
stupid good.
Really?
It's
I read the first issue and I was like, it's all right.
Absolute Batman, Absolute Wonder Woman, and then Absolute Superman for me.
Really?
The only one that I'm like is so like different is Absolute Martian Manhunter. Because I'm like, it's complete, and it just ended. So
yeah. Justin, we're doing all one stream. We're gonna go back to Star Wars stuff.
Yeah, we're just flipping back and forth now. Now we're
Yeah.
just doing kind of one big one because we're not doing a separate stream today. So
yeah.
we're
So
just talking about both.
okay, so
Flash is kind of buns, dude.
I hear it's not that good.
It's not that great. It's cool,
so-
but it's not Absolute Batman or Absolute Wonder Woman level.
The faces of street level heroes: Batman, Spider-Man, Daredevil, Robin.
Yeah.
I agree. Now, let's call that down to just Marvel.
Okay.
Spider-Man, Daredevil for sure make it.
Absolutely.
Now, who are the other two? Now, I had just street tier level, like just in general.
In general, then it's probably Punisher and probably Wolverine.
Didn't you say Wolverine though was like kind of?
See, my thing is like if it's just Marvel, then probably Wolverine. But I'm like, I don't know. Wolverine kind of falls into that Cap category where he's a street tier guy, but he's pulled into so much bigger stuff.
That's my thing as well. Where I'm like, he's kind of separate. I really think there's a strong contender for Luke Cage or Jessica Jones. Really, either of them. But Luke is much more of like, I see him like on the street absorbing the bullets, and like with the chains, whereas Jessica Jones is doing more of her little like private investigations. I know she was a hero for a little while, but like most of her iconicity is her as a private investigator, not as a hero or even as an anti-hero. It's like the same thing with like
as like
I know Matt Fraction is a little bit more like, oh, he's like fighting like, the mafia and stuff. But
when he goes up against like the tracksuits and stuff.
I don't think so, Insight. I think Moon Knight I love Moon Knight. He's not more powerful not more popular or iconic than like Luke Cage is kind of goated. Also, is it Blade, bro? Is Blade street level? He kind of is.
I'm like, I don't know. I feel like Blade is less street level than a Wolverine is.
You think so?
Because like Blade's not cleaning up the streets. He's like specifically taking out vampires.
That's
like
true.
Blade's not like, oh, this guy's robbed a bank. He's like, he robbed a bank, but I'm killing him because he's a vampire.
He robbed the blood bank.
Yeah.
They're taking the bags of blood from the hospital down the street.
That guy robbed the St. Matthew's House bus.
It's just another Dracula. I for Marvel,
it's Blade attacking Ronald McDonald House robber. I'm not street level, but I'll tell you what.
Vampire Grimace.
So funny. Devil dinosaur. That's funny.
I think it might be Luke Cage, bro.
It might be Luke Cage.
I love Luke Cage.
It might be Luke. It's probably Luke Cage.
So you think it's Spider-Man, Daredevil, Punisher, Luke Cage?
That's a good take, bro. We didn't even think of the FF.
Are they street? They're like fighting like cosmic beings.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
I know they
Storm
fight
is going out into New York and like taking care of stuff. And like they're cosmic because of Reed.
Coco makes a good point. Marvel is much more interesting combo with street level because it's not just all Batman guys, which is so true. Because Batman, like
Batman,
street level,
a guy who trained, but Batman trained, a girl Batman trained,
yeah, and then a guy that Batman trained that died and then trained himself to shoot guns.
Yeah. The son of Batman, yeah.
Funny. Green Arrow, like
Green Arrow.
Can I please?
Yeah, it's probably Luke Cage. So, Marvel, Spider-Man, Daredevil, Luke Cage. Who was the third? Punisher?
Punisher,
yeah.
that's a good one. I dig that.
Okay, this is you were sorry, Justin. You were asking about Marvel Legends. I saw Falcon, Absorbed Man, Magic, and Constrictor. I was like, for street level heroes. I was like, what about Absorbing Man?
So stupid.
That's crazy.
Let's do. You want to do these last two comic book ones and go back to Star Wars, or do you want to do? Because I have two more.
Yeah, let's do them.
Okay. This one's a little bit more niche, and we talked about it a little bit for like when we did one for like the most iconic, like the Mount Rushmore of alternate costumes of all time. Mm-hmm. This one is specifically for Superman suits. So the 4 most iconic costumes for Superman.
Okay, so like regular, like Silver Age, Christopher Reeve style Superman suit.
It's just like pretty much like, I think was it like George Perez or whatever, or like where it's like blue suit, red trunks, yellow background of the S, yellow on the back, like pretty classic. Yeah.
Just Superman.
That's the first one. My argument for the next one is probably Kingdom Come.
Kingdom Come, absolutely. I would say after that, probably the OG suit with the black with the S.
Like, okay, John might have just crossed it right here, low-key. Classic Kingdom Come.
Black and gray suit was what I was going to say next.
Yeah. Oh, wait, so what are you saying? Like the original
Kingdom?
You're saying,
I wasn't going to say Red Sun.
You're saying Fleischer, where it's the black background?
Yeah, with the yellow with the black in the inside.
It's like the red S and then the yellow border and then the black background.
Like the scene from
Superman and Lois.
Of Superman and Lois. He's like, my mom made me this. Like
that
one.
Yeah, absolutely. That suit is awesome. I love that.
That's the suit that he's wearing in New Frontier, and it's gas.
It's really good. And then you think the black and white or the black and silver, like the regeneration suit.
Yeah.
People love a good black costume on a red.
I mean, the
hero.
OG Superman suit is like it doesn't really change much.
Yeah.
So probably that.
Because even it's like Dark Knight Returns, it's still just a classic suit.
It's really, the same thing. It's just really the only thing that changes about Superman a lot of the time, if they're showing it's a different version of Superman, is either the S changes a little bit or his hair.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And
it's
also they're gonna be like, does he also is it Trunks and is the S on the back of his cape?
Yep.
That's like that's the Mount Rushmore of things they change on Superman's suit to let you know he's different.
Oh, I don't put Electric Blue in the top 4.
I do love Electric Blue, but no.
Electric Blue's Bizarro's funny, but that's a different guy.
But is it? Yeah, I mean, like it's a fun costume, but no, it's not. So,
and like
okay.
Bizarro is like, if you were gonna like iterations of a Superman inspired suit, then I'd also be like, okay, Superboy with the black T-shirt. But like,
right, yeah,
but that's not Superman. That's
Superboy. or like Steel, you know?
Yeah, or like punk Superboy with like the leather jacket.
See that? And at that point, you're just doing Reign of the Superman. You're just doing
Steel,
Cyborg, you know,
Cyborg Superman,
red and blue, and Superboy.
Yep.
Okay, so we think that the 4 most iconic Superman suits for the Mount Rushmore is classic red and blue, the Fleischer black background shield. The black and yes, of course, the black and silver regeneration suit with the mullet, no cape, and the Kingdom Come suit.
Those are probably the 4. Then you can get into like New 52, and then you can get into like Red Sun, and then you can get into like Injustice. But those are more just variants that are fun.
Probably like Man of Steel and then Absolute Superman. Personally, right now, Absolute Superman is one of my favorite iterations of the costume right now.
Oh, Absolute Superman is so good.
Like that with like the golden, like the like solar powered gauntlets, and then like the dust cape. Oh my, it's so peak. There's also a fun one is when he dresses up. It's in American Alien, and it's he has like the black cape that he takes from Batman when Batman comes down, and he has like the goggles and stuff. I do kind of like that one as like a weird like homebrew suit, but it's fun.
What are spider suits?
Oh, that's a slam dunk, dude.
You think it's easy?
That's so easy.
Okay.
Just Peter? or all of Spider-Man?
I think just Peter.
Okay. Classic red and blue,
Hmm?
Iron Spider,
Oh, the red and the gold?
red and gold Civil War Iron Spider,
Okay.
black suit symbiote,
Absolutely.
and then the last one for Peter, honestly, probably Cosmic Spider-Man. That one's really iconic. If not that one, you could technically say superior, but I don't count it because it's Otto.
Yeah.
And I don't count Sensational because that's Ben Reilly. And you can't, and obviously you can't do like Miles, you can't do Kane, any of that stuff. I guess, and then maybe the only other option is like Wrestler Suit.
Well, I was gonna say the white and black FF suit.
Future Foundation.
Yeah.
You actually might be right. Yeah, no, it has to be that one.
Yeah.
That one's way more iconic now than Cosmic Spider-Man.
Yeah. I was gonna say
And that
the
suit,
white.
and that suit is peak too.
It's gas. I will say I do like the blue FF version of his more than the white, but the white is good.
See, also Big Time is a fun honorable mention, but I don't think it beats Future Foundation.
Yeah.
I saw a video about this as well. And see Insomniac.
That's not a bad take.
That's actually not a bad take because of how popular those games are right now.
That's not a bad take at all.
And I get that technically you're getting into the realm of like, oh, it's just different variations of the red and blue suit, like TASM and everything. But I'm like, but that one's pretty distinctive, like the white.
But then
spider.
I'm also like, if we're talking movie suits, I'm like, is it Toby's?
See, in my brain, if it's a red and blue suit and then it's like the red and blue comics, it's like there's a ton of variations of that suit, but it's supposed to be the same costume.
Yeah, there's like the one from the last couple of years of like the green light up around the spider and stuff like that. And
so stupid, bro. Or I'm like, with the movie stuff, I'm like, okay, that's like almost an entire different Mount Rushmore of like Spider-Man live action suits because they're all trying to adapt the red and blue suit. Toby is trying to adapt the red and blue suit. TASM is trying to adapt the red and blue suit twice. Brand New Day is trying to adapt the red and blue.
Yeah, I get that.
Whereas like the comics, it's like Future Foundation, and those are like straight up different costumes that Peter is wearing.
Yeah, I agree with this. TASM 2 is probably the best Spidey suit. Outside of other than Brand New Day.
Brand New, my ranking is Brand New Day, TASM 2 right underneath it. Just because I like the Ditko and Ramita style webbing, where it's like the 6 lines as opposed to the 8 lines. Mm-hmm. Because TASM 2 is very McFarlane-esque in some ways, where it's like bigger spider, denser webbing. Because like McFarlane has like
got the bigger eyes too.
Yeah. I kind of Ultimate as well, but this is a fun one. The armored suit.
I was thinking that. And it's not his like Peter's death suit either, where he's got like the leather jacket on.
Oh yeah,
where he's got like the biker jacket
on.
I hate that suit. I think that looks stupid.
Where he just had the mask.
It's.
Oh no, you're talking about like Last Stand.
Yeah, I can't stand that look, dude.
Really, I love.
I'm like, dude. You have the coolest look for all of comics, and then that's what you die in. Is like a biker, like a leather jacket.
Wasn't it issue 500?
I don't remember.
I have that issue. I bought it off the shelves when it came out.
Yeah.
I think it's still Future Foundation.
Yeah, I like that. So
because they also stand out because it's like
then Symbiote, then Civil War or Iron Spider, and then Future Foundation.
That's like a really good palette of different color costumes. It's like you've got red and blue, you've got red and gold, you've got black with white, and then you have white with black.
White with black.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, Cosmic Spider-Man isn't a bad. If we did not just Peter, it's classic red and blue, Miles, all black symbiote, and then
probably Scarlet Spider.
I was going to say Scarlet Spider or 2099.
Oh, no, it's 2099. You're right. Yeah.
I was gonna say either Scarlet Spider or 2099.
This
especially
is
with
the movies.
With the movies, but then I'm also like, is it Gwen?
Yeah, Gwen is also up there.
Like,
I thought you were you're just getting into alternate Spider-Man. You know,
well, that's what I mean. It's like I'm just not Peter.
It could also be noir. It could also be superior.
Yeah, I don't
Also
think
be-
Superior makes it in the top 4 though. I love that suit though.
It's sick. I love the sensational red and blue suit.
Gwen definitely beats Noir here.
I agree. I love the noir suit, but it's Gwen.
This is a good take.
Peak. I
Good
know
take,
I know it's just sensational Spider-Man on a girl, but it fits her so much better.
It rules.
The big S, the silver gauntlets, the dark blue, Mayday.
Rules.
Mayday. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah. What else did you have?
The last one that I have is comic book movie musical themes, like main themes. The Mount Rushmore of themes.
A Avengers theme.
Yep.
Danny Elfman's Batman theme.
See, I'm going my second pick. I'm going Christopher Reeve Superman.
Okay,
John
yeah,
Williams.
but Danny Elfman's Batman theme is on there, dude.
Yeah, I guess it is.
It's
right.
either Danny Elfman's Batman theme or the animated. Is it just movies?
Yes, live action.
Oh, live action. Okay. Yeah, then
Well-
Danny Elfman's Batman because I'm like
Yeah.
Danny Elfman's the animated series Batman is like
It's weird because it's the theme for the opening, but it's not the main theme for the show.
no.
Because the main one is like da na 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 da na 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 na, like which also that theme is great too.
Oh, it's gas.
Especially if you're watching
Um,
Mask of the Phantasm, you're like, I don't
Yeah.
know this.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
Return of the Joker.
Yeah. Superman theme, absolutely.
And that also carries into like the new Superman stuff, where like the
Mm-hmm.
new theme is a hugely influenced from the original John Williams theme.
Nickelback Hero.
I am so high.
Hey, hey, hey.
They're watching us, they're watching us as we all fly away.
See, it's kind of just become the X-Men theme because they keep using it and
Yeah.
everything.
It's weird because like the theme for the X Fox movies was like kind of good though too.
Yeah.
Like it was like a good
I
theme.
feel liberated.
Overmatic. See, this is so I don't hate this, Justin. Batman, Danny Elfman, Avengers, Spidey, Danny Elfman, and then Superman. I don't hate that. I was thinking Danny Elfman Spider-Man just because like how genre defined, and it's weird because it's not like the most iconic Spider-Man theme. It's
No.
like the 97 X-Men theme has been. Okay, but Incredibles is a superhero movie. It's not a comic book movie. Dun, 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 dun.
Dude. Cocoa Crisp Cook. But then it's also like that's not live action.
It's
If
not
we're
live
doing,
action, and Incredibles is not a comic book movie.
Yeah, it is.
There's
Yes.
Comic movie is
Yeah.
there was a comic book and
Yeah.
they adapted it.
It's a
No.
comic book movie.
That's like saying Chronicle is a comic book movie, dude.
It's a comic book movie. Incredibles is a comic
I
book
love
movie.
Incredibles. If we're talking like original, okay,
Incredibles
You know,
is one of the is top 4 superhero movies of all time.
I have a new Mount Rushmore after we finish this one, okay?
Okay.
And you're gonna be happy, all right? But what do we have right now? So Avengers, Batman, Danny Elfman, Superman. He's stimming. Superman
Sorry.
by John Williams.
If you mention Incredibles, I'm going to go off.
So, what is the fourth one then?
Oh, wait, TMNT theme like from the show or from like? 'Cause that's what I think of.
I mean, it has to be right. There's no movie TMNT thing.
But I mean, like
it's
it's
really like
different
Shell
for,
Shock by Wiz Khalifa.
but it's different.
Go
But
back
like
and
when
get-
I see TMNT theme, I think like the animated series from the early 2000s, or am I thinking like he's a radical rat? Like,
What's the fourth one?
I might have a crazy take, but one that I think absolutely blew me out of the water that anytime I hear it, I'm going to know exactly what it is. is the Fantastic Four First Steps theme.
Fantastic Four, dude, it's a good one.
It's so good.
I want to bring this up. Giacchino just cooks. Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, Fantastic Four.
Yep.
Who did Incredibles?
Hold on. I actually don't know.
Hold up.
Is it him?
Oh my God, it is.
That's sick. When I saw Giacchino, I thought Incredibles initially.
It's Giacchino. He did all of them. Oh, Black Panther is a good one. He's not making the top 4, but
Go Ninja, go Ninja, go. I used to watch that all the time.
I don't know what this fourth one is. I feel like it has to be Danny Elfman's Spider-Man.
I mean, maybe, but I'm also like, it could be Fantastic Four. It really could be Fantastic.
It doesn't make on the Mount Rushmore. Dude, it's so good. It's so good. Wait, hear me out. It's not making it on the list, but hear me out. Wait, dude, we're talking about movie scores, bro. How can we not have The Dark Knight on here?
Oh, we're so dumb.
Like that's a big deal.
That might be that's the dumbest I've ever felt.
And I love the Danny Elfman Batman theme, but like
that's the dumbest I've ever felt.
How do we forget that, bro? Like that's Hans
I
Zimmer.
was saying Fantastic Four First Steps. I'm an idiot.
Like Avengers and The Dark Knight are like 1 and 2 when it comes to like movie comic book scores. Like that's like you don't even like you watch like 2 of those movies and be like, yeah, I know. Like,
dog, when Dark Knight Rises came out, I took off school that day, went to see the movie, and then at that point, I was driving my mom's my first car was a Volkswagen station wagon. And
crazy.
It was the one with the hatchback, and I had a giant, it was silver. I had a giant black bat symbol on the hood of the car. It was sick.
In the station wagon?
On the front, I can look up a picture. It's literally on the front. I'll look.
That's insane.
When
the Batman guys forget about the Dark Knight,
yeah. I don't know how I did that.
I was gonna say the Batman theme, and I was like, wait, we haven't even talked about Dark Knight, bro. Do you have the picture?
No. Lainey sent a message in our group chat when we were talking about absolute stuff.
What did she say?
She just screenshotted a message that she was going to send in our chat, and it says, "I'm going to send an absolute stink bomb to your house."
Oh my God.
That's stupid. Oh man. Here, wait, let me see if I can find it.
Superman Returns theme, isn't that basically just the Williams theme? I know it's technically adapted by someone else, but it's just the Williams theme. But Batman 2022 is goated. I love that theme. It's very Batman.
I'm gonna see if I can find it. But yeah, no, Dark Knight is absolutely on there.
So you think it's Avengers, Danny Elfman, Batman, Superman, then Dark Knight by Hans Zimmer?
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be. Now here's my
without question.
Now here's my question. Next question for you. This is a bonus one right now before we hop back into Star Wars stuff. What are the 4 biggest non-comic book hero franchises, or the faces of superheroes that they do not derive from a comic book? So it is a completely original IP. I will start. Incredibles does make it. The next one, Ben 10.
Ben 10. Just for the people at home.
That's insane.
Yep.
Also, the Bale mask with you with no beard is truly mortifying. Like
This
if I
is
saw
probably-
you, especially it's like nighttime, like if I saw you on the street, I'd be scared.
This is probably sophomore year of high school. Yeah, this is probably
Wow.
sophomore year of high school. Yep,
I know
this
that
is how I was
mask got
driving around.
sweaty.
I was going to gas station and people were like, I would go to gas stations and people would take pictures of my car. It'd be like,
You gotta
no
do it.
way, it's a bad
You gotta do
mobile."
it. You gotta do it to the FJ, bro.
No.
I'm just kidding.
All right. I don't have any Batman stuff on my FJ actually right now, which I need. I have a
Okay.
Spider-Man thing, but I don't have any Batman.
Oh wow.
Who's
What?
actually
Okay.
Batman?
This is a-
That is a very 2012 picture. Yeah, that I'm not even lying. That's one of the first pictures I ever posted on my Instagram. Like when Instagram first, I
Amazing.
remember when it started.
That's incredible. That's so
Yeah.
good.
Yep.
Okay. Give me
Power
the other-
Rangers is a good call.
Oh yeah, dude. And then
ID. Hey.
I'm saying, are you saying I don't know? Yeah, but no, it's Power Rangers. It's for sure Power
Oh.
Rangers. then-
Not Samurai Jack.
Now, do we count?
I
So
love
apparently,
Samurai Jack though.
Transformers is not superheroes. I don't think. I know they're like good guys and bad guys, but they're superheroes. Not really.
They're heroes in
other carts-
disguise.
What other cartoons or movies are we missing? Because I wish I could say Ninja Turtles, but Ninja Turtles did start as a comic book, so you can't.
Yeah, it's
and we already had them
I
earlier
like
as
Power
independent.
Rangers.
I think Power Rangers has to be on it.
Power Rangers, Ben 10, Incredibles.
I wish so badly I could put Generator Rex on here, but he's not but he wouldn't make it.
No.
Okay, let's think about Danny Phantom.
That might be it.
That's pretty.
That might be it.
He's a phantom. Danny Phantom.
His molecules got all rearranged. Yeah, it might be Danny Phantom.
That's like a pretty big one.
It's
Dude,
probably Danny Phantom.
What about that HBO show?
Watchmen?
Are you talking about Heroes on NBC?
Oh my god.
I don't know if I count Buffy as a hero.
No.
Powerpuff Girls.
No, it's Danny Phantom, dude.
No, Powerpuff Girls is way more popular than Danny Phantom.
It's Danny Phantom, dude. There's no way it's Powerpuff Girls.
As the faces of non-comic.
You know what
Come
it is?
on.
It's the what's the Justice League Avengers knockoff that used to play in between Dexter's Lab episodes? Do you remember?
What?
The Abominable Bulk. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
It would be like the punk rock guy who was supposed to be like Thor, but he was also like he had a guitar instead of a hammer.
Yeah.
And then there was the Captain America guy, and he was like Superman and Cap. He was basically like Homelander with a big eagle on his head.
That's insane.
I think it's Danny Phantom because Powerpuff Girls is like a little bit more jokey.
Doesn't
Powerpuff Girls
matter.
is like kind of a bit.
They're still but they're still heroes.
The Boys is a comic book.
Is a comic book,
Love you
and
to death.
hell no.
Yeah,
I'm the op of the Boys.
I haven't watched that.
You would not like it.
I watched the first season. That was it.
See, Kamen Rider and Ultraman, but I think Power Rangers have dominated the market on like the Super Sentai thing.
Yeah,
That's
Arakel
I
would
agree.
Freak out that we didn't have Ultraman in there though.
I agree, Koku. I just think like Powerpuff Girls is like Ben 10 sweeps Danny Phantom, Incredible sweeps
100%.
Danny Phantom. Like
I think it's Danny Phantom though.
I just don't
think
think
it's Danny
Danny Phantom has the iconicity but the Boys on Amazon Prime was based on a comic book. Now it didn't adapt it very well because the comic book sucks.
Your comic
It
book
is
is garbage.
It's so bad.
My Life as a Teenage Robot. That show's gas. That also has one of the best theme songs.
Do
of
we
any
okay?
animation.
Does Kim Possible count? Because Kim Possible is fighting supervillains.
Hold on.
I would take Kim Possible over Danny Phantom and Powerpuff Girls.
But here's the thing: is Kim Possible more spy than superhero? Because that is kind of a very specific.
She's like Black Widow.
Yeah, but you can have spies in your superhero comics, but like I would consider Danny Phantom and Powerpuff Girls more.
But like
superhero than Kim Possible.
Shigo and like all the bad guys in that are like just straight up like comic book villains.
But then you also have like Scooby Doo is fighting supervillains. No.
Scooby Doo.
I really do think it's Danny Phantom. Okay, here's the thing: if it was to be rebooted right now, would more people be excited about Powerpuff Girls or Danny Phantom? The answer's Danny Phantom. It's not even close.
Well, yeah, because we're both dudes who love Danny Phantom.
I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about everyone.
I think
they tried to reboot Powerpuff Girls and nobody wanted it.
You know what it is? It's Underdog, brother. Screw all of this. It's Underdog. No, I think more popular. Like I feel like I know more people.
Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce.
Well, but wasn't that like that CW show that people are only talking about?
That's what I'm saying. They were gonna reboot it, and then everybody was like, "Actually, this is a bad idea, and we're gonna lose money," so they canceled.
But if they made a CW Danny Phantom show, people would hate it too.
The CW canceled it. They were like, "Hey, we should." The CW was like, "We probably are gonna lose money."
But if they made,
and they made 9 seasons of flipping Riverdale.
But you're telling me right now, if they didn't come up with like an absolute Powerpuff Girls where they're like in their 20s and they're like actual like beasts,
sure, but
people would lose their mind.
Sure, but like if I think of like superheroes, I'm thinking that's funny. If I think of superheroes, I'm thinking of Danny Phantom before I think of Powerpuff Girls.
Okay, Jake Long, American Dragon, and Gargoyles are also good picks.
That's fun. Gargoyles was kind of mid though.
I was a big Gargoyles guy, but Jake Long, American Dragon, kind of
really sick. Good. I personally, if you think of like the lore of a character, the Powerpuff Girls have no lore.
That is not true.
Okay. Compare the lore and the science and the world building of Danny Phantom to Powerpuff Girls. That's kind of goated.
That is funny. It's actually Larry Boy from VeggieTales.
Not a bad take, actually.
Wait, it's Bible Man.
Okay, all right, there we go.
With his lightsabers.
And that's where you lose me.
Does He-Man count?
No.
Does Voltron count?
Superhero. That's just Power Rangers.
I mean, I'm fine with Danny Phantom. I think it's Powerpuff Girls, but
I really think it's Danny Phantom.
See, Thundercats?
No,
isn't it more like medieval
the Transformers category.
Yeah.
Thundercats, He-Man, Transformers. That's all. That's like saying G.I. Joe.
How many seasons of Danny Phantom is there?
4.
Let's see.
Or it might be that thing of like it's 3 seasons, but each season was like 35 episodes.
There are 3 seasons. If you nail this, I'm gonna laugh. Wow, it started in 2004. That's crazy. They had Danny Phantom and Atla. There's 53 episodes total.
Yeah.
His last name is Fenton.
Yeah, Danny Fenton.
He's a Fenton. Wait, that sounds bad. That doesn't sound good. Oh, then how long? Okay, how long did Powerpuff Girls go? Powerpuff Girls went for 6 seasons. Started in 1998.
Yeah, but
how many episodes? There are 78 episodes, and every episode was about 22 minutes.
Yeah.
I think there's lore.
Airbender does not count. Cocoa Crisp.
I wish it did, but it's like a Transformers thing to me as well.
As somebody with Zuko standing right next to Batman, no, it does not count.
I love Atla though.
We need a Ben 10 movie before we get a Danny Phantom movie. Agreed. 1,000%.
Have you seen those new Ben 10 comics, bro?
Yeah, they're like absolute Ben 10.
I know. It's crazy. The only design that I don't like is Cannonbolt. Weird. They like made him like Like,
Are we
like
gonna
weird?
do the Omnitrix thing?
Oh, we have to.
Do you want to?
Okay, we're just gonna say it's Danny Phantom. All right, we're just gonna
Yep.
settle. It's good. So our 4 faces of heroes that do not derive from comic books. These are completely original from television or movie.
Superheroes, original superheroes, not originally based off a comic book.
Correct.
Yeah.
It is Ben 10, The Incredibles, Danny Phantom. What was the last one?
Power Rangers.
Power Rangers. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so we're picking the 10 aliens for our Omnitrix.
Yeah.
You want to go first?
You can go first.
Okay.
This is an idea that we saw Duck
Was it
Takes
Duck
2,
Takes? Yeah.
which they rule, and we saw them
Yeah,
do
they do.
this. And Grayson sent this to me and was like, "Hey, should we do this?" And I was like, "I almost sent this to you because we both love Ben 10."
It's sick, dude. Okay.
I was so proud of myself that I had the entire first 10 and a Ben action figure when I was a kid.
Oh my god, I hate you.
Dude, I had
an
all 10 and I felt so cool.
I had an Omnitrix. Dude, he has so many aliens. It's crazy.
Oh my god, yeah.
Okay, actually, there's not as many as I thought, but wait, hold on. Let's see. Let me make sure. Okay. All right, I need to write these down here real quick, unless you want to write them down for me.
I can write them down.
All right, I'll write yours down when you do it. All right.
Okay.
First pick, I'm going with my absolute goat, Diamond Head. Diamond Head is peak. I'm also, by the way, prefacing, I'm not picking Alien X because it's too busted. Everybody would just pick Alien X. My next pick is probably going to be Accelerate. Love Accelerate. My next pick is going to be Ghost Freak. I love Ghost Freak. After that, probably Big Chill. I really like Big Chill.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, this was the one that he got added into the show when he was like out in like New Mexico in the desert. What was the name of the wolf? The werewolf that he could be?
Oh.
It had a specific name, and it was like his like first like additional alien that he got.
Oh, what the heck?
It's like
I know exactly what you're talking about, dude.
I'm going through his aliens right now, but I can't figure out the name. Hold on, let me go to the next page. I'm going to W. Okay, it's not W. Oh, hold on. Ben 10 werewolf alien. Is it just okay, so originally it was called Ben Wolf, but they changed it to Blitzwolfer.
Oh, I remember Ben Wolf.
Okay, so we're gonna go Ben Wolf, aka Blitzwolfer, just because he's sick. How many do I have right now?
You have 5. Diamond Head, Accelerate, Ghost Freak, Big Chill, Blitzwolf.
Okay, just because he's so good, you have to go Echo.
Yeah, I figured.
Echo is awesome. Do I go Humongosaur or do I go way big? Because I want to have one or the other. I think I am going to go Humongosaur.
Okay.
I think Humongosaur would be better. I'm not even going to go for forearms because I feel like Diamond Head is like you don't really need all of that, you know?
Yeah.
Who else am I missing right now? I need to go look and see. Okay, just because he's one of my favorites, and I know technically I'm nerfing myself because I could just go Swamp Fire, but I love Heat Blast, dude.
That's fine.
He can fly. He's like Johnny Storm, basically. He was so cool to me. Such a sick design too.
So you have Diamond Head, Accelerate, Ghost Freak, Big Chill, Blitzwolf, Echo, Humongosaur, and Heat Blast.
Okay, how many do I have left?
You have 2 left.
Oh my god. I'm gonna go upgrade. Upgrade is just like
Yeah, dude.
such an easy pick.
Our lists are not that different.
Really?
Yeah.
Just gonna sub some of these out. Who do I want to go with next? I'm not picking Goop, bro. I'm sorry. It's just not happening. Let's see. We're on the next page here. Oh, there's all the ultimate forms too, which are crazy.
Yeah,
Bro, who's picking up Chuck? Get out of here.
dude.
Are you picking up Chuck, bro? Are you picking up? Honestly, dude, just because it's sick, and he has an ultimate form, and all of these, like, I think the ones that have ultimate forms can be unlocked. I love Spider Monkey. I think Spider Monkey is so fun. Okay, I gotta go for a crazy one here for this last one.
You have 10.
I do have 10.
Diamond Head, Accelerate, Ghost Freak, Big Chill, Blitzwolf, Echo, Humongosaur, Heat Blast, Upgrade, Spider Monkey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, you have 10, dude.
Oh,
that's
okay.
your Omnitrix, bro.
I'm fine with it. The only other one that I was thinking is you can get Vilgax's species, but but I was like, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you swapping out of that list?
So Accelerate is my number 1.
Sick.
That's goated. Accelerate is my number. Diamond Head is my number 2. As somebody who is was a 11-year-old growing up watching Ben 10, whose last name was Diamond.
Oh my! I didn't even think about that. That's insane.
Diamond Head was a favorite. I am going to go Ripjaws. I liked Ripjaws.
Ripjaw kind of scared me.
I am also going to go way big instead of Humongosaur. See,
Jet Ray's faster than Accelerate? What? How?
I am going to go Swamp Fire.
Yeah. I mean, Swamp Fire is awesome.
I am going to go Jet Ray.
Jet Ray? We're getting
I really like Jet Ray.
We're getting some Alien Force in here.
I am probably going to go Big Chill.
Dude, Chroma Stone. Oh, I forgot about Chroma Stone.
Yeah, Chroma Stone rules.
Okay, you're going Big Chill?
Yeah. See, now I need a tech in there.
What do you do? Like, is it like Echo or Upgrade or what other, like, was it like Brainstorm? I don't know. Is that tech?
Is Goop technically tech?
I don't know.
I'll probably go Upgrade.
Upgrade is just too good, bro.
I'll probably go Upgrade. All right. What am I at?
You are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're at 8.
I have Big Chill, so and I have Jet Ray because I was like, do I have a flying guy?
Yeah, you have a couple flying. Okay, I'm like, I should have picked Stinkfly. I kind of love Stinkfly.
Dude, I was thinking Stickfly.
He's got the acid, but it's also like, is it really worth it? I don't know.
Yeah.
Who the hell is Galactic Gladiator, bro? Swampfire is so cool.
Oh, I'm dumb. Feedback.
Oh, yeah.
Feedback rules.
Yep, that is a good one.
And what, I have 1 left?
Oh, yeah, feedback is really good. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, you have 1 more. Oh, you have Swampfire already. I was about to say, I was like, man, I should have picked Wildvine earlier too. But
yeah, Wildvine is good.
Oh, they have like some of the crossover aliens. That's
right. Amphibian.
Oh, I forgot about Clockwork. What a funny looking guy. So many good like designs though.
This whole universe is so good.
It's perfect, man. I love it. I love the designs of the ships and everything. Like it's awesome. Dude, my 10th alien is gonna be Grandpa Max. He was kind of, dude. Grandpa Max was kind of moving different.
Yeah, he was. I mean, he was supposed to get the Omnitrix.
He was out here macking on intergalactic baddies.
I don't want to go Snarrow.
I don't know who Snarrow
I don't want to
is.
go. He's the one who looks like the like a pharaoh mummy.
Oh yeah.
You know what? I'll go Forearms.
Forearms is you gotta have. He's like that's basically Mr. Incredible right there.
I love Forearms.
Yeah, I like Forearms, but God, Ben just spammed the hell. It was Forearms and Wild Mutt, bro. I'm like, what are we doing?
Yep.
Like, you can't even talk as Wild Mutt. I was like, Diamond Head has way more durability, also is strong, can shoot projectiles. I'm like, why are we picking Forearms all the time?
I liked Forearms though. I will say Forearms was kind of like it. Kind of seemed like that was the first one they ever drew.
Oh yeah, but it's a great
it was
design.
like it was just very funny. You could see like which ones were the initial ones that they drew because of like the T-shirt.
Yeah.
Like it immediately looks like him.
The T-shirt is so good though. It's so.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh, Wrath is a fun one. I do like Wrath.
Yeah, Wrath is a fun one. You got a bunch though, dude. You got like Gray Matter.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Cannon Bolt.
I do like.
There's a bunch of them, dude.
By the end of the original show, we had 13 aliens, or was there more?
I feel like wasn't there 20? Wasn't there a full set and another 10?
Really? I thought he got Blitzwolfer, Cannon Bolt, Way Big. Wasn't that it?
Am I crazy? Did he not get Swampfire in the original?
No, Swampfire's Alien Force.
Okay. What about and Wildvine is Alien Force?
I thought Wildvine was one of his original 10.
No.
Oh, so maybe that's the 13th
well,
or 14th?
the original 10 are Accelerate, Wild Mutt, Heat Blast, Diamond Head, Gray Matter, Forearms, Stinkfly, Ripjaws, Upgrade.
What about Ghost Freak?
Oh, and then wait. This sucks. I hate counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Ben and
I thought because it wasn't Cannon Bolt one of the original 10?
No, he's a new one. By the end of the
Really?
Mm-hmm. Ripjaw is one, Stinkfly is one, Upgrade, Accelerate, Forearms, Diamond Head, Heat Blast, Wild Mutt. I really want to say Wildvine, but maybe not. Did I say Ghost Freak? I don't think I said Ghost Freak. And then
Ghost Freak is one of the original 10, yeah.
So I think that's it. And then I think he got Blitzwolfer, he got Cannon Bolt, he got Wildvine, and I'm looking it up right now. I'm just gonna. He had Is this true? All right, Google AI. Let's see if this is accurate or not. Wait, did he get the mummy? Oh, he did get Upchuck, and he got Way Big by the end.
Yeah, I remember Way Big.
What? I just want to see.
What was the one that it was like Frankenstein?
Yes, that's what I was about to say. There's Frankenstrike or Ben Victor.
Yeah.
Also one called I Guy.
Okay. Yeah. Guy.
So it says his original were Heat Blast, Wild Mutt, Diamond Head, Accelerate, Gray Matter, Forearms, Stinkfly, Ripjaws, Upgrade, Ghost Freak. Okay. Mm-hmm. Then in season 2 and 4 and movies, Cannon Bolt, Wildvine, Blitzwolfer, Snarrow, Frankenstrike, Upchuck, Ditto, I Guy, Way Big.
Yeah.
So it said, I think, so is that 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19? I think he ends with 19.
Yeah.
And then when he jumps to Alien Force, he just has like a brand new, different set of aliens. But once they went to Ultimate Alien, he started bringing his old ones back.
Yeah. And like
I didn't get
Omnitrix upgraded too.
Yeah, but that being said, the OG Omnitrix design is way cooler than the little like watch design.
It's cooler than all of them.
Like all the black. Also, shout out Ben 10,000, where it's like the giant arm gauntlet is sick.
Yep.
In my head, when I was younger, I was like, Ben 10,000 is like Kyle Katarn. Because he's like, he just looks like Kyle Katarn.
He's like Master Luke Skywalker.
Dude, oh yeah, he's like Legend Luke.
Yeah.
Okay, what are the last couple of Mount Rushmores we got? Because we are running.
I don't think I have any others.
Do you have any more Star Wars ones?
I had troopers.
Trooper designs or just like people?
I just wrote down troopers and I don't remember when I wrote it down.
What are you saying right now?
Well, I also have 4 faces of Star Wars all time. But I feel like that's a longer discussion.
What's Vader Luke? Yoda.
Chewbacca?
R2? 3PO?
3PO is a tough one. I'm like, Chewbacca's like...
I just think when you think of like a silhouette and people say like a gold robot, they're like, that's Star Wars. And
Yeah, if I walked up to somebody and I was like, name a Star Wars character, they'd be like, Luke, Vader, Chewbacca. I feel like Chewbacca is one that people would say often.
PPO. It ain't, guys. It ain't. Yoda's on there.
Yoda's on there.
Loki, it would just be like a stormtrooper, really. But
is it Rey?
No.
Rey's not on the all-time.
No.
Is it Obi-Wan? But then you're like, which Obi-Wan is it?
Yeah, I mean that's a good honorable mention, but I don't think more so than 3PO or R2. I think you could go either or with 3PO or R2, which realistically you could kind of put them together and make it one if you wanted to.
Yeah, I guess.
But I do think it would be Vader, Luke,
Yoda, R2.
Yeah, Yoda, R2, or 3PO, like just the 2 droids together. It's kind of a Mando Grogu thing.
So Vader, Luke, Yoda, R2 for the Mount Rushmore of all-time Star Wars characters.
Yeah. And what was the other one that you had? The Troopers?
Troopers.
I mean, Trooper design is like, it's probably...
I would probably say class. Like designation.
OG Stormtrooper. Probably... I mean, I don't know if you're going by armor design, but like Clone Trooper. Probably Death Trooper. And then
see, because I'm like, I feel like Scout Trooper makes it.
Probably.
Like Scout Trooper, Phase 2 clone, regular Stormtrooper.
This is how I'm feeling. This is how I'm feeling. Clone is kind of interchangeable with Phase 1, Phase 2. They're still clones. It's the same thing. It's just their armor changes a little bit.
Yeah. It's really the helmet that changes.
Yeah.
And then they just start doing more mods to their own armor.
If we're going, but this is a great, I mean, Justin, you kind of nailed it here. If we're going actual clone, like Clone Trooper, like Mount
Rex
Rushmore,
Cody Wolf is good. I just, instead of 5s, I would probably maybe give one of the Bad Batch.
Yeah, it probably would be like Omega.
Snow Trooper's a good one.
But does it beat Death? That sounds so weird out of context. Does a Snow Trooper beat? What has happened?
No idea. Something fell. I have no idea.
Okay.
I can't even see where it fell. Does Snow Trooper beat Death?
I don't think so.
Are you okay?
I don't think so, mainly because it's like they're not as like neutral, if that makes sense.
What about like a TIE pilot?
I don't hate that. I do like that.
But we are going to see snowtroopers again in Mandalorian, Grogu.
Yeah, but they have like the weird like not. Well, it's just because they don't have like the actual. Yeah. Gabby, we like kind of did the comic book episode.
Gabby, we've been doing it.
It's all one big episode today.
Yeah, we've been doing it.
I think clone, stormtrooper, scout trooper, TIE pilot. Brother,
Yeah.
I wish. Brother, I wish. I wish they could, but they ain't making. I Death Troopers are my favorite. I mean, Dark Troopers are my favorite, but I wish. No.
Yeah. But it not.
I think that's all we got, dude.
Yeah.
I think we did it. We did our Mount Rushmore marathon. I think we ended up we had 10, and then by the end of it, we ended up spawning like at least 6 other Mount Rushmores. So it was like
so many.
It was a lot of Mount Rushmores. Clip farming. I'm just kidding. We will not be back next week because I will be out of town.
I was just about to say we will not be back.
So thank you for reminding me. But we will have something very special in store. We are recording it tomorrow. We will hopefully have the announcement out very soon. Hopefully by the end of the weekend.
Yeah.
So it will be out for you guys on Monday. So it'll just be a pre-recorded episode. We will be back together the following week.
Yep. But it is a fun interview that we've got tomorrow. That we'll be recording tomorrow. That will be out on Monday.
Yeah, it's going to be very exciting. Thank you all for being here on this very long stream. Thanks for chiming in, giving your input. It was greatly helpful and beneficial. We will see y'all in 2 weeks. Go get yourself some comics. Wednesday is New Comic Book Day. Go catch up on some comics if you haven't, the Star Wars or otherwise.
Absolute Batman this week.
Is it a new issue this week?
Mm-hmm.
I have some catching up to do.
Next issue in the Poison Ivy arc.
Oh, yeah, I forgot he's in the Poison Ivy arc. Yeah, with the chainsaws. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's all I got. Is that all you got? Anything else?
No, that's it. That's all I got.
Well, that being said, may the force be with you. But more importantly, your focus determines your reality. Go rush some mores.
She mount on my rush till I more.
Shout out this is the third coming of Crust.
Crust. Bye bye.
Always remember.